I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
Gravy, good sir, Ivan. Hey guys, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the best day of the week, Call of the Wild Wednesday. Let's go. So we obviously got to tear up a little bit of Call of the Wild yesterday as well. We're going to be trying to be a little bit more frequent on it when we can. But yeah, Call of the Wild Wednesday, we are always here for hunting on Wednesdays. So, Ivan, how are you doing, brochacho? Gravy, how's Gravy? Elliot, what's going on? All right, guys, awesome. So, we are still hunting Silver Ridge Peaks until at least next Wednesday. I hope you guys don't get too tired of that, but we are absolutely doing that while we're working on all the overlays and all of the information and all that stuff. So we have it all kind of sorted out right now the way we need for this. Also, guys, oh my gosh, we were up until 5 a.m. 5 a.m. building this ridiculous bed. Oh my gosh, you all know what bed I'm talking about. I've been talking about this for weeks. I've been so excited. Guys, I had to take like 2 days worth of meds and sit there, and I almost can't physically move my neck. It's ridiculous, but I'm going to show it off one more time and that's it, and then I'll show you a real life picture of it. We were up from 5 a.m. building this bed with the desk and the drawers and the hangers and the steps and the full-size bed over the twin-size bed, and oh my gosh, the shoe rack and just the hanging wall with the holes and the headboard with the charging station. Oh my goodness gracious Ignatius, guys, I am in so much pain. Oh my gosh, it was all four, the whole family. Well, not the kids. The kids didn't stay until 5 a.m. The kids stayed up, later than their usual bedtime because we thought we were going to be able to get it done in time, but we couldn't. And so when it hit like 11:45, close to midnight, I was like, okay, you kids got to go to sleep. And they were already passing out, So we have a pull-out couch, and we have a futon. So obviously they slept on both of those. They both had perfectly fine beds last night. But oh my gosh, guys, it was ridiculous. We're sore, but thank you so much for the W's. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you guys so much for making the stream already awesome, for crying out loud. And what else? Somebody said something. Oh, Gravy said, all good. Thank you. How are you? I am doing great. Hey, Gravy, thank you so much for the cheer. Thank you so much for the bits, bro, Chacho. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I appreciate that a ton. Oh my goodness. Ready for the wolf grind. There you go. Elliot, y'all. He is in the chat as well. We got 2 chats going. Super big W for the streams. Got 2 chats going. Let's go. Elliot says he is ready for the wolf grind. Let's go, Elliot. Let's go, Elliot. W Gravy, guys. Gravy is a moderator, a tech support, as well as a follower and supporter of the channel. So I'm W and Gravy, big time. Thank you, Gravy, for all that you do. Thank you, Elliot, Ivan, all you guys, Moonlight, everybody who is here for Call of the Wild Wednesdays, especially. So, all right, guys. So we need to make some money. That's the only thing we need to do is make some money. The only daily challenges are to get 4 turkeys. Those are the big paying ones. Well, we can do that on this map because we do, in fact, have Miriam turkeys on this map. Gravy, you are the best. And then on other than that, also we need to get some black bear for some experience. But guys, there's 3 different experience: 600, 500, and 750. We do have to hunt deer already between 1 and 5 a.m. for the weekly challenge. We have to get I think it's only 5 deer for $12,000. It's 5 deer. The weekly challenge, guys, is 5 deer. If y'all haven't gotten any deer, if y'all haven't got on to do the weekly challenge this week, hop on and do the weekly challenge. This is 12 grand for 5 deer. It is between 1 and 5 a.m., but guys, that's fine. That's fine. So we're gonna do that challenge. And then other than that, we will go ahead and you know, part of me does want to photograph 3 black bear for the extra 750 experience, but we're just going to go ahead and make it easy, and we're going to say get 1 bear for 600. Okay, hold on. What was the one we missed? The turkey. All right, so we need turkey, we need bear, we need deer. We have just about everything we need for all those. We can go ahead and put away the shotgun if we wanted to, y'all, but I'm not so sure we want to. That sucker can kill a class 9 animal with a slug at 150 meters. We might just be keeping that. We might just be keeping the shotgun and everything the way it is. Honestly, this might be the best setup we could ever ask for. We could shoot everything on this map. Everything on this map other than the bison and the birds with the Maradi lever action. The bow can clearly kill everything. The 22 LR is going to come in super handy for turkey. And then on top of that, the shotgun can kill everything except for pronghorn. So, all right, guys, here we go. This is it. Daily challenge. First daily challenge that we're going to be looking out for as we hunt is going to be to harvest 4 turkeys within 50 meters. Guys, that's as long as we know where they're at. And guys, we already have the crow caller. We're fine. This is perfect. This is perfect. We can sit here and do this. If there's any turkey, not the bow. If there's any turkey in the area, y'all, they're going to let us know exactly where they're at. You guys ever see someone use a turkey crow caller and whistle at their dog simultaneously with both their mouths? Because you just did. All right, that sounds like a pronghorn, I think, right? Nope, that's what mule deer sound like? Oh my guys, I don't hunt mule deer. I've never watched mule deer, hunted mule deer, not even on the video game. So the mule deer is actually a first for me. You're kidding me. All right. So the mule deer is just directly downwind of us. That's why he's so ticked. And I'll be completely honest, I don't blame him. No, you have not. No, you have not. Oh, on the challenge. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Guys, it's a good one. It's a good one. Oh gosh, guys, bear with me. Bear with me. I'm waking up. We got the coffee. We have the coffee today in another green cup. Here we have like off green beigey kind of mixed in with the green kind of cup. It's gonna perk us right up, and we absolutely do have, guys. You know it. Porridge. We have our oatmeal. We have our oatmeal with us. Other than that, we are chilling. So if you see me take some bites during the stream, it's because I just woke up. Had to get it slapped together before I got on the stream. But let's go ahead and plan where we want to go. So I think we want to go directly north of where we're at. That's what I think. If we're looking for turkey, y'all, the central and southern field areas are where the turkey are. So kind of where we're at. Over here might also be a little bit of turkey area. For now, we're going to start crow calling, walking around, seeing what we can find when it comes to the turkey. And just really anything north of us. I'm hoping that we're still in some kind of turkey territory. But you never know. Turkey pay pretty good, so we might go back for them to the more southeastern part, where pretty much everything we need seems to always be. The southeastern part of the map is pretty packed. I'm not going to keep cold calling too much. But I have 2 diamond wolves in 1 zone. Whoa, guys. So Elliot, y'all, says he's got 2 diamond wolves in 1 need zone. That's crazy. Is it obviously they share probably all their zones, right? But is it Medved? Are you doing Medved Taiga? Ooh. Medved Taiga, is that where you're doing the wolf hunting? Guys, today's oatmeal flavor is apple cinnamon. And will be for like the next week or 2. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit till I get to a little bit of a better area. I'm not really looking to spend 5 years walking through loud bushes just to spook everything anyway. I want to get a little bit further over here and then make my way up here to what I'm assuming is a stand. Yukon Valley. We have yet to actually buy Yukon Valley. I have a $25 gift card sitting around on Xbox waiting for me. But we have yet to actually hunt that one. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm absolutely going to have to go ahead and put heat on this early. Oh, my goodness. But it might be just the ticket. It's not going to be the super spicy chamomile heat that I usually get, and that usually helps a little bit more, actually. But I ain't going to complain about being taken care of with every single possible physical medical need I have by just having a different heater. I'm happy about that. Let's see what tracks we're looking at here. Looks like some deer or some bison. Bison. That's definitely bison. Way too big. Way too big. It's a very good map. I'll have to check it out. We do have that. We have enough points, I should say. We haven't gotten the gift card yet, but we've saved up enough Ultimate Game Pass points to get the not only the 10 but the $25 gift card, specifically because we like to pair our Ultimate Game Pass rewards with the DLC content of this game, because the amount you spend monthly on Call of the Wild on average should probably definitely be comparable to the amount, at least long term comparable to the amount of money you make basically monthly if you collect all your rewards on Game Pass all the time. Also, guys, we do have more people joining the Discord and channel pretty much every time I stream, but it might be like one person to stream. But hey, we're starting to get people in. People are joining the Discord and even suggesting like that we put an in real life hunting channel. I'm going to have to make that channel with a very careful description and disclaimer so that I don't get in any sort of trouble. Guys, there's a turkey. We have to get within 50. And they're about to leave right now. I was not. Oh, guys, we could just shoot this one. Oh, no, we don't have birdshot. Oh, no, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. We're going to try it. Guys, that should be a dead bird any moment now. Oh, guys. Oh, yeah, guys, we're dropping them. Oh, guys, we're dropping them today. That might take a second for some of them to bleed out, but what we're going to do is we're going to mark where all... Guys, all we need is 4 turkey within 50, and we just got 3, I think, for sure. It's going to take them a minute to die. One of them's already died. So let's see here. We're going to mark about where all of their blood is, okay? And Hank is going to get his work in today. Hank is going to put some work in right now. Mm-hmm. You make sure he stays kind of close, starts tracking. So one of them is definitely already dead. Two of them are definitely already dead. And we should, non-violent organ hit. You know what? For a class 1 animal, that's definitely going to be a dead animal. So, guys, we might have just got 3. Guys, we might have just got 3 out of our 4 turkey. Yeah, it's going to be a dead zone for sure. It's going to be a dead zone for sure. It's mid-pressure already. When the third one dies, it might barely make it. Because we did hit 3 shots. So it might just barely make it. If that third one doesn't even die, we'll definitely make it. I'm shocked because that is that 10 gauge. But y'all, let's look at the distance. Let's look at the distance, and let me go ahead and get the turkey up on the screen. I forgot about that for the 50th time. All right, we're gonna remember more today. Silver Ridge Peak. So obviously, right now we're on the hunt for some turkey. We got a few of them shot at right there, and it looks like we only finished 2 of them. But anyway, so that is 56.6 meters. That is 6.6 meters outside of the distance we need it to be. So we'll take our $700, lick our wounds, and keep going. Hank is going to start tracking some more for us. Oh, there's the other turkey right there. Look at that. I thought those two we made some better shots on, but I thought they were within 50. It looks like 75 meters, guys. Not at all within 50. And it looks like the first one might have got 1 BB up the butt and then lived. I don't know. Because there's not enough pressure here for 3 dead turkeys. That's definitely only 2 turkeys. Neither one of them within 50, but hey, it's all right though. Let's go get their need zone. Should still be over here, I hope. We can come back and actually stock up to their need zone and get them within 50. I was just not expecting to run into one that soon. Right? How? We shot it with a 10 gauge shotgun with a 10 gauge plastic shot, which is so powerful it can kill a class 2 animal, or bird shot, plastic bird shot. You can kill a class 2 animal with that bird shot. That's the only bird shot in the game that is powerful enough to kill class 1 and 2. And that's only a class 1 animal, and somehow, that's exactly what I'm wondering, Elliot. How? But hey, we got $1,400 out of it real quick. We are rebuilding our wallet, guys. We are on the journey to $100,000, okay? We are on the journey to $100,000. Guys, there's a turkey right. Oh, guys, we got another turkey right up there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, guys. Hank, lay down, bro. So that thing is alert. We're going to sit still for a minute, but we're going to try and make our way there quickly, too, at the same time. If we can set up the Fox Pro, we can set up the Fox Pro somewhere downwind of us, or at least somewhere across, like, west of us where they're at, we can absolutely call this thing in. Issue is, lately, the Fox Pro guys hadn't really been super, super awesome at drawing in some turkey. I've had it within 50 meters of turkey, calling and calling. That turkey just went right to the need zone right in front of us, sat there and waited, never showed up, never answered the call, none of it. They have a weak sense of smell anyway, guys, so we're not going to sit here and spend 5 hours trying to get the call all the way to the north end of us right now and then crawl back before that turkey leaves its need zone. We're not going to worry about that. Right now, we are going to put it somewhere where we don't accidentally try to pick it up. We are 100% camouflaged right here, 80% camouflaged right here. And we're going to put this call over here, just barely on the north side, or just right on the north side, I should say. And start her up. And what I'm going to do, if I can, is I'll get the sucker within 50 on the bow. As soon as it's within 50, I'm taking that shot so we can save ourselves a little bit of pressure. Now, it is 60 out right there, so depending on how long it's going to be in that need zone, which is until 11, oh, guys, we're almost out of time. Guys, we're basically out of time. We're going to have to crawl to it. I hate to say that. We're going to have to crawl to it. We're going to have to make up 13 meters in 3 game time minutes, which is really less than 15 seconds real time. I'm sorry. Less than 1 minute. It's 15 seconds per minute. So we got about 30 seconds to get within 50 and take the shot. And with a turkey, they have strong movement vision. So quickly getting within 50, even while laying down, even with 80% in camouflage, they can still see you very well when you're moving. Yesterday's second stream showed that off pretty quick. Guys, we only have 4 more meters to make up, but at a half stick belly crawl, that's gonna take some time. We cannot sit up and crouch this. We absolutely have to get. It's nervous too. It's not super happy with us. We have to get I want to get at least 1 or 2 whole meters in closer too, because if it takes 1 or 2 steps, that's it. We're cooked. And I tell you what, we are going to be using the shotgun again. I don't want to, but we will. It's right at about 50, so I'm going to stand up and take this shot, though, okay? That's for sure. I would much rather be... Oh, man, look at that bear. I tell you what. Well, hello, bear. Guys, we're just going to shoot everything in front of us today. It's moving way too fast, way too fast. All right, guys, that is our first of 4 turkey, and that is way too much pressure, but that is our first of 4 turkey. We have yet to make a dead zone. Elliot, how? I don't know. That is for sure, because we added another shotgun shot on top of that shot. It did overlap, and we're only at high pressure. There's no dead zone. I don't know how. That's a 10 gauge, guys. That is a 10 gauge. All right, let's see what we got. Shot it from 48.81 meters with the 10 gauge, and we got a 4.26 gold, $1,142 cash, and 225 session score with a 228 XP. Right there, boom, absolutely obliterated that left side. So we'll gladly take that. And that should be 1 of 4 on the challenge. Very easily 1 of 4, yep. They do have to be males. I forgot about that. We got lucky on that one. So yeah, let's just keep the ball rolling. These little field areas are evidently going to be pretty good for us. There is this house right here. While we have a south wind, I could go with the wind and cut over to my right to the west. We could absolutely hunt our way to get that house, the outpost. For some reason, this is absolutely crazy. It is absolutely crazy. The fact that we have shot 4 turkey with the 10 gauge and only 3 have died and still haven't created a dead zone is pretty insane to me. I don't know what the deal is with it. I have shot a 12 gauge 2 or 3 times at some bunnies, okay, and made a dead zone. So I 1000% agree that this is pretty insane. I tell you what, guys, what we're actually going to do real quick. We are going to take the ATV. Ooh, there was a need zone right behind me, guys. Did you see that need zone? We are going to take the ATV over there. God dang, I want to go right back over there, too. I think I will. I'm going to keep Hank happy. We have so much pressure in the area, guys. I'm not going to fuss with it too much. I'm going to cut right up the trail this way. Of course, we're going to grab every need zone. Even if we already see they do. The need zones very much do stack up on top of themselves. So I'm glad we stopped for that one. Guys, in the future, it could be about a month or two, we are going to start doing giveaways, but guess what we are also going to start doing in about a month or two, right about the same time as those giveaways. We're going to be doing our first community events. Now, for our community events, we can have up to, I repeat, up to 2 maps worth of people playing live with us. One on Mr. Mecha's map, all right, and one also on Mrs. Mecha's map, okay? And we can host 2 full maps worth on our platform, which is Xbox. There's that bear again. That's a different bear. What? It's gonna stop right there? Hold on. That's a really horrible black bear though, guys. 15 to 18 ain't really that good. But we are absolutely going to be doing our first community events. Here's the kicker. You ready for this? You do not have to be on our platform or on our map. We have come up with some sort of idea of what we want to do about that. And what we're going to do about that is we're going to be hosting maps with each other. Okay, all right. We will, if we have anybody on PS5 who wants to host it on their map and risk, the pressure and stuff like that, because, you don't have complete control over people. You can kick them if they make a dead zone, but we are going to be doing Call of the Wild is going to be our first community events. It could take a month or 2 for us to do. But what map is my favorite? Ooh, that's good. Give me just 1 second. But we're going to be doing, basically, we're going to be doing giveaways where every time you get a kill, you send us a picture of it, or we see some sort of confirmation of it, right? In the Discord. We're going to have a Discord channel for it, okay? Or you can send it directly to us. We're going to keep track of how many kills you've gotten, and here's how it's going to work. It's going to be a bit of a boring event, but this is going to be for 2 reasons, all right? It's going to be fun and boring at the same time. It's not going to be boring. I'm just saying that because I don't know. I don't want everybody's hopes up too much for getting giant diamonds and stuff like that. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a female-only hunting community event where every time you get a female, you send us a picture of your female kill that you just got. And different classes of animals are going to be worth different amounts of points. And every point you get is going to put you in a raffle. So like a class 1 female will get you 1 ticket, all right? Class 2 females will get you, we're not going to do 1, 2, 3 all the way up to 9. You're not going to get 9 tickets per se. You might, I don't know, you might. Or we might say the class 1 just doesn't give you a point. Just does not give you a point. But either way, we are going to be doing an event where basically we're going to do a point system based off of need zones and female kills. We're going to do those either together or separately. Every single point, or every so many points, it might not be every point gets you a ticket into the raffle, but every 10 points gets you a ticket into the raffle, right? All right, give me just 1 second, guys. Somebody is at the door as we speak. Just 1 second. We got a delivery. Oh my. All right, guys, I am just putting my headset back on. But yes. So we're doing female only, right? Female only. The reason for that is because if we host a map on our map, on my wife's map, on someone else's map, we do not want somebody going out there and taking like somebody's one and only great one. Okay, whether it be on my map, which obviously I would be more willing to risk because I'm the one hosting the event. But if they're on my wife's map that she personally hasn't paid for and she's trying to grind out a great one, or if we have somebody on PS5 who is hosting a map and you don't want to wipe their map clear of all diamonds and great ones, then we're going to make it where it's female points only. If you kill a male animal, you will get 1 warning. If you kill a male animal, you'll get 1 warning. possibly, if it is a diamond or above, you will be kicked instantly. And so basically what you're going to do is you're going to get so many points for every female kill, depending on the class, right? And then you're going to get so many points for every need zone found. What this is going to do, guys, this is going to reward the people hosting, not just me, but my wife or my kid or Gravy, or I'm not saying Gravy, but you get my point. The people we host, the more people who have to host maps for a bigger community event like this, they're going to be rewarded for it, basically, because what we're doing is we're rewarding them for kind of thinning out the females and also for getting some need zones. And for helping out with that, you guys are not only going to make your in-game money, but you're going to get so many points and so many entries into an actual giveaway for an item. Some of the items early on are going to include, obviously, gift cards and things like that. But very soon after, it's going to include us, like, you know, like we'll ship you free merch from the Mechanic TTV channel, stuff like that. So merch is coming out in the next, you know, probably right about the same time as the giveaways, because we don't got nobody trying to buy no merch yet. But we're going to basically use that to introduce the merch and give it away for free for some of the stuff. So that's what my plan is. It could take about 2 months to start doing that. I know that seems like quite a while, guys, but when our Call of the Wild channel is basically there, that's what we're going to do. It's going to be an event that both rewards and helps the map of the hosts. And yes, that does include me, because I don't want to ruin all my maps every time I host an event. If I host an event monthly for Call of the Wild, and every time I do, every diamond and every great one on my map is blown away, and now I have dead zones across my entire map, I'll never be able to host community events. So that's the system we've kind of figured out. Pardon me. That is the system we have kind of figured out for being able to host events on this game. And by golly, I think it's actually going to work. Particularly need zones are going to be worth probably like 5 points or something big, right? And so we're hashing out how the points should be. And obviously, we're just going to wait until we have enough people to join. And that's it. Then we're going to be hosting these events, and we're going to do probably 2 to 3 giveaways, and we'll do it like once a month or something like that. And I'm excited about that. I think that's going to be about the best way we could hope for doing a Call of the Wild community event without ruining people's maps for hosting. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. We also have the Discord channel up for trophies. We finally have the Call of the Wild category made. I think I've adjusted the permissions. I might not have adjusted the permissions yet. But soon, as soon as I can figure out whether or not it's safe to, we are going to be we're going to be having a channel in the Call of the Wild hunting category. We're going to have that channel for in real life hunting the trophies. And basically what we're going to ask, we're going to put up a big disclaimer saying, hey, if you don't like, you know, seeing dead animals, don't look at this channel. But we're also going to ask the people posting it that if your picture is particularly gruesome, that you do not share it, or you edit out anything that would even, you know, hint at it being super gruesome. But yeah, a lot of great stuff. Favorite map, though. Favorite map, I tell you. That is a tough one. That is a tough one. It would be a good time. It would be the best time that we could probably come up with for, you know, not ruining people's maps every time you want to host something monthly, pretty much, right? The only other option would be if we made a burner account. If we made a burner account, then we could absolutely host it and let people go crazy. And we might do that, guys. If we get enough people going where we actually have 10, 20 people participating in just Call of the Wild, then we will absolutely get, like, we'll pay the money for an extra account and actually be like, okay, whoever gets the highest trophy rating, or whoever gets the rarest animal, you know, stuff like that. We'll do like small prizes, or we'll just say we're hunting deer today. Get any type of deer you want, and whoever gets the highest or rarest deer, something like that, you know. But the real hunting events where you get to hunt stuff that's good, like diamonds and great ones, those will come, but those are going to have to come when the channel can support that. Because we're trying to avoid sinking even more money into the channel than it's already eating. And so that's going to be super fun. I'm so excited about it. I never, ever, ever would have dreamt that never would have dreamt that. Oh, guys, look at that. Is that like a dinky little dude? That's a doe. That's definitely a doe. But anyway, whoa, no, leave me alone. Hey, there's a dude that's not so dinky. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. Come on, buddy. You don't get to see that every day. That's a decent looking freaking mule deer, I tell you what. He don't look too shabby. If I get like a really good angle on him for a distance, if I can see that I'm going to see him for a distance, then I'm just going to pull this out right here and 337, guys. Holy cow. 337. We might be tracking him. Guys, that is a gold to diamond. That is a high gold to like low medium diamond dude right there. Guys, we're going to get ourselves a freaking mule deer right now. Now, this could be a good, big, fat, long tracking session here, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark exactly where his steps are. I'm going to go get that outpost right next to me while I'm here because I'm not going to drive all the way here and not get it. We're going to come back and find this exact track that we just marked, and we're going to get ourselves what very well could be a nice diamond mule deer right off the bat down here in the southwest part of the map. I guess south central part of the map. Southwest part of the region of the map. But you guys tell me, and don't be afraid to let me know if you think any part of that sounds boring or sounds great or any changes you would suggest. It doesn't mean that I can make changes. But if we ever are going to do an event and there's something about it that you have an idea about, whether it's like, hey, this might, have you thought about this? Or, hey, I don't like this part of it. Don't be afraid to let us know, even if it's privately. Yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one. And the thing is he's certainly not great one material, I don't think. But yeah, don't be afraid to let us know what you think. He's max weight. He's max weight. Huh? Okay. All right, guys, we're going to go back over there and track that mule deer just as soon as we get the outpost. Okay, no speech. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I like the speeches. I like them. All right, guys, let's go over there. And it could be a little bit of a journey tracking this dude down, but he is way too much of a guaranteed PB. And if I can just grab a nifty diamond in the process all the time as I'm running around doing challenges and get both trophies and money, we're not going to complain about that. We're going to do that every time. Let's get over here. We're going to track that dude down. And what we will do is we're gonna hold so steadfast to this one trail. We know that this right here is him, right? 175 to 210. I don't care how long it takes us. We are absolutely staying on this dude's trail. And once we get a little bit further down the trail, I'm gonna have Hank look for that specific species. Well, hey, Albert, how's it going? How is it going? Welcome to Call of the Wild Wednesday on Mechanic TTV. Thank you so much. It's awesome having people here. We are getting more and more people here all the time. How's Albert been doing? How's Albert doing today? We love our Call of the Wild Wednesday, guys. We love it. Really enjoying it. No, not blood. Don't search for blood. So 175 to 210 kilograms. Guys, we have a max weight mule deer that we just spotted. All right, let's see here. You guys will hear that ding every 5 seconds while people are talking. I apologize for that. Until we can afford these like $300-400 headphones to dual connect to both my PC and my Xbox, then the PC is going to be making those dings. I do apologize. They are part of the show for now. Oh my gosh, guys, we have turkey on the way, for crying out loud. We have to get 3 more turkey within 50 meters, and we got a whole crew of turkey walking straight toward us. Look at them. Like they don't know better than to be a turkey right now in front of me. They're nervous. They're already nervous. There's no way they should already be nervous. Oh my God, guys, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to mark the steps of that we're gonna mark those. We're gonna try and get up here with a bow and see if we can take out most of our turkey for the daily challenge. Daily challenge is male turkey within 50. Anytime, anywhere, male turkey within 50. We cannot remark anything though, because that right there is where the mule deer's last tracks were. They're nervous, but they're still hauling balls right up here, I tell you what. We can just get up here. They have very weak smell. If we can just get up here to where we have some cover and some kind of freaking tree. All right, that's it. That's all we need right there. Hey, quit being dumb. All right, let's get Hank to go. Well, first of all, let's get him to search something large so he gets the heck away from me. And then we're gonna get these ready. Hopefully these turkey have some kind of interest in this. We need to get them with a bow if we can. Because we need to try to get every male in the group. If there's only one male in the group, that's what we'll take, but... Thiago! Dude, I've missed you, my brother. How have you been? All right, it's okay. I have never gotten a diamond before. Well, hey, welcome to the show, Albert. We'll be getting diamonds together from here on out. I promise you that. Promise you that. I'm doing good, man. Gravy saying, hey, Thiago. Guys, Thiago, so we are on multiple platforms right now. Guys, we got multiple people talking on multiple platforms right now. That is a first for this stream ever. We have multiple groups of people talking and conversations on 2 different platforms. That is a first ever for this channel, guys. Thank you. W to every single one of you guys. I can't type it into the YT chat because my stream key is a custom stream key, and then so that doesn't allow that. But thank you guys so much for being here. This is crazy to me. This is absolutely crazy to me. I'm going to go ahead and spray down just because we're going to be tracking that mule deer, and it's going to give us a half hour real time of... Oh, guys, they're right next to us. God dang it, I didn't see him get that close. Did you see that? That's another dude up there. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's a chick. Guys, how in the world? How in the world did he get right up there on the left like that close? Guys, he was right. Look at his tracks. We can track him from here. We might take that one out just because it's there, but is this a dude? Oh, that's another chick. I can't believe that, guys. You see that? That guy got so close. But yeah, welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. Thank you. This is the best Call of the Wild Wednesday first half we have ever had. We do 2 Call of the Wild Wednesdays every Wednesday. First one is scheduled on the purple platform. You know which one I'm talking about. The schedule will show you on your time zones what it is, but I'll tell you right now, it is 10. The first one is 10 Pacific, 11 Mountain, 12 Central, and 1 Eastern. Those are the times for the first stream of the day on Call of the Wild Wednesday. We have had a lot of surgeries, and we have some health problems, and we can't always be sitting up for that long. But especially with my wrist right now, we can't play for more than about 2 or 3 hours max anyway, and that really is pretty close to how it is for my neck too, believe it or not. That's why I'm always wearing this stuff. But we're getting there. We have powered through longer than that before with my neck. But I can't believe that just happened, guys. Can you believe that male turkey was sitting there basically touching our feet, and I was looking the wrong direction the whole time? I thought he was going to come more to the right. I don't know why. He was on the left. He was kind of down a little bit to the left. We don't care about you, turkey. We don't care about you. All right, so let's get back over here to this guy's tracks. The tracks are getting kind of more faint. Do they do that? They look like they're doing that, but I didn't even know they did that. So we're going to go ahead and have Hank heal and start cheering him up a little bit because he's upset with us. We're not going to run for very long, but Guys, for crying out loud. If that's a male turkey, that's a freaking male turkey, guys. That is a freaking male turkey. You are kidding me. Where's the next track, Hank? Where's the next track? We might just move straight on to that. We might just be moving straight on to that mule deer, because if we stop for turkey every 3.5 seconds, we're gonna have a hard time. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna get the turkey later. This mule deer is gonna take way too long if we take 6 business days in between every single turkey on the way. We're gonna have to get this figured, and that mule deer is a long ways gone by now. May not chat a lot playing Rocket League 2. That's fine, bro, Chacha. That is fine. Welcome back, Elliot. Welcome back. Thank you so much. All right, here we go, guys. So, had to do something. Well, welcome back, my friend. All right, we're gonna get heading a little bit. I don't want to sprint like crazy, but I am gonna run just for a little bit because of how far behind we are. We don't care about you, Mrs. Black Bear. We care about this mule deer, guys. That is very much what we care about. Great sense of hearing and smell. So obviously their sight isn't their strong point, but that doesn't mean that we can really afford to just assume that they're blind. Let's see here. All right. I really don't want to actually have Hank get on the job too quick. I don't want to wait too long either. I hate whenever I tell him to point that species. I'm looking for a specific deer, and then he points out some other mule deer for me, and next thing I know, I spot that mule deer. Now my track is gone, and I have to re-find what track I was just on. 175 to 210 kilograms, guys. That's the track we're currently on. That male 175 to 210 mule deer. So we're gonna... The smart thing probably would be to have him, you know, spot their species. But we're gonna get a little bit up here a little ways first, and hopefully they just give us some kind of lucky opportunity and blow at us or something first, and we can sit down and let them calm down, and then continue to track them. All right. Can you help me get my first diamond? Okay, let's see here. So can I help you get your first diamond? I absolutely could, but it depends on when and what platform you're on. So if you're on Xbox, I can try. I can sure try. I can't do it right today. I have to plan things ahead of time. And I know that sounds so stuck up for people when people say that all the time. Get on my calendar, get on my calendar. Well, to some people it does. Some people don't. Everybody's got, you know, calendars. But if you guys ever need someone to play with and you want to plan it out ahead of time, that's fine. That is fine by me. So we just plan stuff ahead of time here, and then that's what we do. Ooh, come on now. The cool thing is I think his trail went way further down that way before it crossed back this way. I'm just guessing. I can't know for sure, but I'm just guessing. But this is definitely him right here. And that is a big change in direction. But guess what, guys? That's still more of a that's still a crosswind. At least he didn't turn and start going straight that way. Very old droppings. He's on PS5. Okay, gotcha. Yep, I can't help you with PS5. I could help give you advice, maybe, depending on what map you're on, or kind of help look into it for you, if you wanted. But it also depends. Hey, how new are you to the game, Albert? Are you pretty new to the game? Have you gotten a lot of perks and stuff? If you want, if you want, we can always try to help give whatever tips and tricks we can. Especially when it comes to perk and skill points. There are certain perk and skill points that I really wish I would have known better than to get right off the bat rather than getting some others. So, well, okay, hey, this is on a different platform, but Elliot and Albert, we got Thiago. He is a good friend, a follower, supporter, moderator of the channel, and he is on PS5, and he's saying right now in the chat, I don't know if you guys are hearing this or how long it might take you to hear it from when I say it, but Thiago, one of our moderators, is saying that he can help you get your first diamond on PS5. So, you know, let's see here. Albert, got to go by. All right, we will catch you around, Albert. Hopefully we'll see you in the future. If not, it was good talking with you. I don't think is that Albert's first time with us, guys? It doesn't actually tell me on that platform. It doesn't actually tell me. And I have a bad memory. So, anyway. Either way, very nice to have multiple people joining us. Elliot, thank you so much for being so awesome, being such an awesome fellow person on the channel. And just that means the world to me when I see people talking with each other nicely. Particularly like, hey, hope to see you back soon and stuff like that. That helps the channel out so gosh dang much. That helps the channel out so gosh dang much, especially if I don't say it. And I'm not saying sit there and do that for me whenever you see a new person, because then I'm gonna. That's just not really making entertainment for you anymore. But I appreciate you being so awesome. I thought it was his first time. I thought so. I hadn't seen his name that I knew of. But hard to say. Hard to say. The purple platform, you know, the itch. It tells me when someone's a first-time chatter. It does not do that for me on the red one, on YT, the tube. The tube does not tell me. All right, guys, we are still on his trail. Obviously, I'm not loving the back and forth that we're dealing with right here, but it does not matter, because here's the thing, guys. There's a limit to how far we're gonna have to track him one way or another. Just won 10-5. There you go. Very nice, Thiago. Thiago just won a game of Rocket League 10-5. Y'all obliterated him. But yeah, so the thing is that even if it gets to the point where we've tracked him for way too long, that's fleeing. You're going to sit there and instantly flee the moment you give me a warning call. Just flee immediately. All right, whatever. We're going to start. That was him. That was absolutely him. No, it wasn't. Never mind. I better slow my roll. He might still be in that group, but that is not particularly him. Oh no, we just messed up. We just messed up big time, guys. We just messed up big time. I just lost my track. I didn't mark it before I spotted him. Okay, this is it. This is it right here. All right. Pardon me. That was almost very unproductive. I think that was his group. I'm not going to lie, because his tracks are kind of circling back this way. So I really do think that probably was him. That's a mating call, though, right there. So we do have some in the area still. I don't know what to think of where he's at, because his track is looping back over here to the right. So he's obviously coming back this way. I don't know that I really feel like following this all the way down here to watch it come all the way back. Nope, he turned it back in right here, actually. But we're going to go ahead and have him point species. I am going to have to mark every single track. If I'm going to spot something, I'm going to have to make sure and have one of his tracks marked. But I'm probably not going to be able to follow Hank all the way up to every group that he finds a scent for. But if it looks like it's in the right direction, or Even if we don't follow it, we will at least find out. At the very least, we will find out. God dang, what's going on here with this? Do you see? That's certainly not him, but we could take these ones out with a bow for a little bit of money, but that's really going to be all we do with it. And these ones, if we do anything. You know, we're really just not going to get anything if we keep making this much goddamn noise. That one is going to die. We're going to have to track it, though, without marking anything because we got to leave our mark on... Where's our mark? Okay, there we go. Is it right above us? We're going to have to track it without marking anything, though, because if we move our mark, we lose our track. Oh, God, that's him! Oh, no, that's not him. That's a big one, though. That is a big one. That was a big one. That's not the big one that we were chasing earlier. That's for sure. But that was a good one. There's another one right next to us, too. That's going to be a liver shot, if anything, on that one. All right, we got some blood trails to follow. We're going to keep the mark where it is. We are going to follow these blood trails real quickly, guys, get some bonus money. And we're going to track this dude throughout the whole stream if we have to and kill things along the way, if that's what it takes. Holy crap, we got more of them right in front of us. They haven't busted us yet? Holy crap, guys. Oh my gosh. We just cannot mark anything. We just cannot lose our mark. If we lose our mark, we lose the deer. And that's not a price I'm willing to pay. There's pronghorn right there. Mule deer. This is a busy area, y'all. It's a non-vital organ. No, that's a vital organ splat. It's a big splat. It's got to be a non-vital. It's got to be a non-vital. These guys are not running very well. But we're just going to leave the mark. We just got to remember not to touch the mark. That's it. Oh, it's a vital. It's a vital. God dang. Are we invisible today for some reason? How are we getting all this going right here? Guys, we're going to have so much money to make right here. It's ridiculous. Right in the keister. You think we should shoot him right in the keister? We dropped that one right where he was. Guys, we're seeing a lot of animals here for not real. Guys, look at that guy right there. Or look at that guy. We're going to shoot him. We're going to shoot him at 150 if he comes back. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. We're going to shoot a little bit low. We're going to take him out. Ready? He's down where he is, guys. Look at that. Look at that. That is absolutely going to be a PB that turns into one we don't even save anyway because we have another one. We have another one on the way, but let's keep our mark right where it is, right where the big boys track is. We're going to collect a lot of bodies here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this wonderful, wonderful gold mule deer right ahead of us real quick. We dropped him right. Thank you very much, Elliot. We have dropped, I think, what is that, 4 or 5 animals in this one spot, and we still have yet to see the big boy, but we are very much in the market of taking some animals down. All right, so the grass is getting a little bit in the way, but look at that. Look at that. Not too shabby. There we go. That's a better view. That's a better view. That is not too shabby right there. It's not great. It's not fantastic, but, you know, it's a nice 279.86. We will save it, but we're probably not going to taxidermize it. 279.86. Let me write that down, guys. We write down all of our PBs. That way we know what to taxidermize and whatnot. For some reason, that feature is not in the game where you can actually write down. So 279.86, 279.86. He looks really nice. If that was real life, he'd be, oh my gosh, he'd be fantastic. But for now, we're gonna follow Hank around, and then we're gonna come back here and we're gonna track I say that. I say we're going to come back here and track. If we take too long, those tracks are going to disappear, actually. So, that's a toughie. That is a toughie. We are picking up some bodies. Guys, in real life, this would be so ridiculously unethical to leave a body, but we might be leaving a body. If we don't hurry up and find these other dead ones real quick, we're done with Pronghorn. We're done with anything that's not that big boy. We found that big boy, we want that big boy. If we take too long, we are absolutely not going to get them. We're going to track down whatever one or two other bodies we have close by, then we're coming back, and we are running that trail. We are running with that trail as long as we need to figure out where. But guys, we've officially made the 30,000. Yesterday we started at what, like $2,000? Like that. We're looking to try and crest 40 today, at least 50, preferably at least. And we're not going to spend barely any money ever again until we get back to that 100,000 mark. Bunch of drinking zones right here. We're going to grab these while we're here. That is a bison drinking zone. There's got to be more here, though, and I don't want to sit here and get all these, but I will. Hey, Rocky Mountain Bighorn Sheep. That's our first Rocky Mountain Bighorn Sheep.
Hunting. They have incredible eyesight, can detect movement over great distances, and are equally comfortable in alpine meadows and mountain slopes. So it's always difficult, but those horns are worth it. My advice is to stay well back and catch them unaware on lower ground before they have a chance to disappear up the tree line.
Guys, this stream today is not ending until that mule deer is ours. So, unless we lose his, if we lose him, if we lose his trail, then, you know, then it's ending whenever it needs to. But if we don't lose his trail, how is that not a dead zone? Because of the bow. The bow is the main thing. So, the dead zone, really, the biggest thing with dead zones, y'all, is how loud and big and obnoxious is the weapon you're hunting with. If you get a bow, you can shoot things until you run out of arrows a lot of the time before it'll ever be a dead zone. So that's why we keep the bow handy for sure. Rocky Mountain Bighorn Sheep. We are going to go grab that drinking zone for that Rocky Mountain. Well, no, we're not. It's just one chick. We like to grab every need zone we come across. The last grizzly bear recorded in the state of Colorado was killed by Tom Sharp in September of 1979. According to Sharp's extraordinary versions of events, it occurred when the outfitter was out archery hunting in San Juan wilderness and was suddenly charged by a 400-pound female grizzly. When she knocked the bow out of his hands, he instinctively grabbed the nearest arrow and plunged it into her chest, hitting the jugular and killing her almost immediately. In hospital, Sharp was arrested under the Endangered Species Act. He maintains he acted in self-defense to this day. Yeah, I would maintain that too. Hey, look at that. We got a bottle.
Looks like someone forgot their bear deterrent. Mind you, if you're caught unaware, it might not help. I'll never forget the time I was hunting elk with a group of friends, and a 1,200-pound grizzly came in hot from 30 yards out. Some of us had bear spray, but the wind was too strong to use it. The only reason we made it out alive is because the bear got confused when all 6 of us split up. It was like something out of a movie.
Oh, what's going to be a gold? Which one's going to be a gold? He can be a gold, but it's going to be close. Guys, we're running back. We're canceling it right there. We're running back. We're going to miss these tracks. If we don't hurry up and get back to these tracks, the tracks are gone. Look at that. The tracks are gone. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. I hope to goodness gracious, y'all, that the tracks are still actually there and that the trails was not showing because of this right here that I spotted. That up there. That's actually probably what it is because we did go track something new. I don't know what I'm thinking. That's why that works. Duh. But I thought for some reason the tracks were actually gone. We're going to get back on the trail. So the mule deer. Oh, you talk about how he could be diamond or gold? Yeah, I forget what. I forget exactly. His rating was. His rating was up to what, 330 something? What was it? So very hard to tell. I hate spending money, guys. So we're actually not gonna. I said we're not gonna spend the money. We're not gonna spend no goddamn money. We're gonna get back on his trail, even if he isn't diamond. He is definitely going to be a PB. Thank you very much for checking that for me, Elliot. But he's very much going to be a PB either way. When we see a PB, we get excited about it. It don't matter if it's bronze, and it don't matter if it's a great one. We get excited about PB. Is that a freaking... that better not be him. Okay, that's not him. All right, that's not him. We're not going to stop for any more mule deer if they do not look like the dude we're after, because it will very quickly... God dang it. Of course he would be staring... We are going to stop for one more mule deer, because god dang it, I can't control myself. Okay, all right, hold on. All right, let's see here. Die quickly. Thank you. All right. Put them down quick, fast, and in a hurry. We got to get on the trail, though. We got to get on the trail for the real one we're after. This is just a little bonus paycheck right here. Yeah, exactly. We'll take it. Let's get back to the real deer. All right, back on the real trail. 337. Thank you very much, Elliot. I appreciate that. This is his trail. Now, this trail is about to go cold if we don't hurry our butts up, so we're going to hurry our butts up. Now, the hard part is now that it's been this long, now that it's been this gosh dang long, that's high pressure. That's barely... Okay, yep. It's going to be really hard. Is this where the next trail is? Over here? It's going to be really hard to tell where he's actually at. Mule deer mating call. I hope that's him. We are going to very frequently mark where we spot his last track at. There's a male mule deer right over there at the lake doing a mating call, which of course does make it tempting just to pop over that way and see if it's him looping all the way back for a drinking zone, but... All right, that is the last track right here that we've found so far. He's changing directions on us so much, y'all. That's what's going to make it a real pain in the butt. That's what's going to make it a real pain in the butt to try and get him. Nope, that's not the last one. So I think he fumbled around between the trees a whole bunch right there. A warning call. Okay. Hank. If he hollers at us again, we're going to have Hank spot point him. You did not mark it. Oh, never mind. But we are absolutely... I might not mark everyone, but thank you very much for telling me. I'd much rather you tell me. I'd much rather you tell me. Because if you tell me and I got it marked, then we're not losing anything. But if not, then who? All right, so let's see here. We're not... I don't love... grabbing the dookie. I don't love grabbing the dookie in the middle of it because it kind of... I'll lose my cone. Okay. Oh, no. That's definitely not him, right? Yeah, that's definitely not him. Okay, we're going to take him out with a bow real quick. I hate to keep doing this, but I'm trying to... That should have been a heart shot, I felt like, but... All right, so... Okay, so we're going to get back over here. Let's get Hank back on the job. God dang it, man. We're really getting distracted too much. But if the whole thing is just massively, successfully hunting 1,000,000 deer in the process of getting this diamond, then I won't grap about it, right? I mean, god dang. So we got it marked, thankfully. Oh, let's see here. We got the poop marked. Now we're going to find the next trail. We're going to mark that as well on the way to check out this blood trail of this recently murdered animal. There's more of them right in front of us too. But I'm much more interested in where the heck. I'm much more interested in wherever the heck the next trail is for this guy that we're actually trying to get. Oh man, this is the part where you want that perk that allows you to connect the dots. Now, whenever I first saw that, guys, I slept on it. What's up, Benjamin? How is it going? We are tracking a diamond, possibly gold, but more than likely diamond mule deer. What's going on? Happy Call of the Wild Wednesday. Tell you, we got one of his marks all the way back here. Okay. Oh, dang. Yeah. But he's circling around so gosh dang much. He circled up there, then he came around, then hit a 180 on us, flipped back over here. He's got a pile of turds right over here on us. Hopefully this pile of turds isn't on us. So somewhere over here should be the next track. And we do in fact have the turd track, but we don't see the actual track. And I'm losing my patience with it. But we are on a mule deer mission. There's that one that we just shot. But we got to find the trail of the one that we're currently on. If I didn't know better, I'd say they're letting us kill him. Okay, we're gonna grab this guy since he's just right next to us. And if we see any blue tracks, holler at ya, boy. How is Benjamin doing today, though? How's Benjamin doing today? Another $1,000 right there. This is done. We're done shooting right here. We have shot every shot we could shoot right here. About completely dead zoning this. Hey, look at this. Look at this. There it is. There's the track. All right, guys, we are back on the trail. Holy cow, we are back on the trail. All right, let's see here. Now, this is definitely our best yet mule deer coming up. And we've only been hunting this map for the last few days or last week or whatever. We've hopped on it one time before all that, obviously, you know, because we bought it, hopped on it, and hopped right back off it. If I can find this next track and mark it, I'm going to grab this need zone, this drinking zone right next to me, but I'm not seeing it. This mule deer, guys, is really giving us 180s. He is constantly changing directions. I don't love it. We are in the cone area, so we just got to look for the blue. We are definitely well within the cone area. There we go. We found the blue, guys. We found the blue. Let's mark this next track right here. All right. And let's grab this little drinking zone right here. If it's a new one, it's not. It's the same bison. It's all right, though. We got the track. Nothing spectacular. Benjamin's doing good. Good deal. Glad to hear it. All right, let's see right here. It looks like he did stop for a drink. I tell you what. Looks like he did, in fact, stop for a drink. Oh, man. If we can find... I don't care about you, pronghorn. I care about this freaking mule deer I've been chasing for 5 business days. So he did turn around on us again, but I think he might have went and turned right back because his trail's still going this way pretty directionally. You know, it's still... I didn't see nothing back there behind us that I'm going to stop for yet, so we're going to see what happens. No good, pronghorn. Oh, no, guys, we didn't mark it. Let me go back. This is the last one we were on, the 210. Yep, 210, so let's mark him real quick. All right, we got his turds right here. That's good. We're going to half-stick run because, as you can see, their vision isn't exactly a weak point, but that's the thing we're least concerned about, and we're so far behind on this trail that it's ridiculous. He's probably halfway across the map. I would stay longer, but got to go do some stuff. I got to go. All right, man. Hey, I play on Xbox, but it's broke. Sorry to hear that, brochacho. Hopefully it gets up and running soon. But thank you so much for joining us. sad to see you leave, but you know, it's all right. All right, we'll catch you around, man. I'm just joking anyway. I mean, I hope you have a good rest of your day, bro Chacho, and we will catch you around on the next one. I'll send a picture, guys. I'll send a picture in the trophy section of Discord if I get the diamond mule deer. It's not something spectacular, but... All right. Let's see here. We're doing all right, guys. We're doing all right on the trail now. The trail's finally done zigzagging, so we can finally make some headway on tracking this dude. My only hope is that... There is a great one. There is a great one for mule deer. I don't think he's a great one at all. Because I don't think he was fabled difficulty. Elliot, you probably know better than I do, but that I'm pretty sure he did not say fabled difficulty. But yeah, if they are fabled difficulty, you can in fact get a great one. Mule deer, he is definitely not a great one. I'll say just off of his antlers alone, he is definitely not a great one. But diamond, yeah, he might be diamond. It's hard for me to know that they're max this and max that and then not great one, but it's crazy how much they can be max weight and be so far away from great one. Like he could still be gold at max weight, and then you can have a great one. He was level 4. Yeah, I didn't think he was super high level on it, honestly. It's going to be so super hard to find a fabled difficulty mule deer. Probably on this map. I don't know if this is a particularly good map for great one grinds on mule deer. Now we do have 2 out of 3 of the increased vision on the tracking. I'm 1000% going to be getting that 3rd one now. That much is for sure. But when you get past level 50, you only get 1 perk point and then 1 skill point. Obviously, still alternating between which one you get every 3 levels. So if you want a 2nd point of that category, you better level up 6 times. And let me tell you, leveling up does not take a short amount of time at level 60. Leveling up does not take a short amount of time at all at level 60. And we still have yet to get any perk points or skill points that we can use. Skill points particularly, we want Stalker for that 3rd one right there. And we also want Ambusher for this right here. Where is it? That where it increases the distance of the calls that you're using if you are within 10 meters of a lookout point or elevated structure. We do a lot of tripod hunting. So obviously, you know, we're very excited about that. I like to think that we're more of an ambush hunter, but truth be told, it just depends on, are we doing challenges? Are we hunting whatever's in the area? You know, let me mark this real quick before we get to southern need zone. Let's see here. Not all ASCII Ridge is the best for, oh, not at all. Gotcha. ASCII Ridge is the best for a mule deer great one grind. Thank you very much. All right, let's see here. I'm going to run up here a little bit closer. I'm thinking he went more over to the right, but before I grab this need zone, I want to spot the next one if I see it. I'm not seeing it particularly, so grab that while we're here. And we're going to run back over here and get back on his trail. All right, let's see here. All right. You've been playing for like 7 months now. There you go. I've definitely been playing for more than 7 months, but I'm a very casual person with my gaming. I got the stream, you know, obviously is making me pretty consistent, but I'm definitely still casual. If I can't enjoy it, then, well, it depends though. It depends on what game you're talking about too, though. If I'm playing BF6 Conquest, I'm not casual about that. But for this game, it is absolutely all just the electronic virtual getaway version of life that reminds me of going out to the real woods. Not that I've done a whole lot of real hunting, but I fell in love with it pretty quickly and then stopped being able to do it pretty quickly because of my spine. So this became very fun for me very quickly. See, we got multiple groups of turds. We are absolutely spinning that next point. I don't care what it takes. We are spinning that next point on that tracking ability where it connects the dots for you. It has a solid line if you're on the right trail and a dotted line if there's a missing track in between them. We are 1010% getting that next. That is the very next thing we're getting on the skills. For whatever reason, guys, I am not seeing. I've gone all around this area for the next track. And usually, with almost every single animal, it is, there we go. I was like, okay, it's a little bit further spread out. It's a little bit further spread out. But usually, it's visible by the end of that cone at the very least for me. But yeah, this game is awesome. This game has been fantastic for me since day one. For me, it's just, you know, it can feel like real hunting when it comes to like the best video game experience you're going to get for real hunting. It doesn't feel quite, if you're good at the game at all, it certainly doesn't feel like real hunting at all. But if you are bad at the game, or if you just want to sit there and, you know, get like a shorter, quicker version of it, like what a video game should probably be, then this is, to me, this was the closest feeling to actually going out in the woods. You know, for me, this was the closest one. The Way of the Hunter, I've never really tried it. I've looked at it, you know, but I really feel like this one just altogether is a better game based on how it's still going, how the community is still doing. You know, this game's been out for how long, guys, now? Almost a decade, or has it been over a decade? Because there's the 2017 edition. Was that the first edition? But yeah, it's a fantastic game. If you like hunting, this is it. I'm aching today, guys, that's for sure. I even took my medicine early today to help. You know, usually I just try to wait it out and hurt a little bit till I can't take it anymore and then take it. I took it immediately today because my whole body's in pain. It's all right though. We got a neurologist who's going to help us, who's going to look at my surgery. He specializes in revisions of spinal surgeries like the one I had. So we're meeting with him actually at the end of this month, and he is going to help us figure out. Very old, so we're going to pick it up a little bit. He is going to help us figure out, you know, what in the world? Where's this guy going? He's going to help us figure out what went wrong with my spine, or if it is just the nerve damage and nerve regeneration, or epidural fibrosis and stuff, you know, going on. So I'm super excited to work with him and hopefully be out of pain one of these days. Would absolutely be ecstatic about that. Guys, we've been tracking this deer. It hasn't been super ridiculous, but we've definitely been on the trail for a minute. 2017, boom, boom, there we go. Yeah, we're definitely. I think I heard an animal that was not my dog. See, it's hard to tell which of these is the right trail. He keeps crossing over. And not just the whole trail, but he keeps doing this crap here. Boom, boom. You know, he went boom, boom. And so he very well is doing little zigzag motions even within the same, even without overlapping the entire trail. It's making it very hard to track him. See, weird stuff like this. He seems to be a little slow when it comes to knowing how to walk. And see that right there, for example, you got this is the weird part, okay? Now he's going back this way. So he did actually turn around. He just went up a little bit further before he turned around. And this is why that little bonus ability where you can actually see what they're doing, this is why that is so handy. We did just get blown at, but I'm not completely sure. It didn't give us the little indicator that we can use to... Critical position. Okay, we are in critical position of something. Something's right next to us. Okay, but where is he, bub? It sounded to me like it might have been a mule deer. I heard it in the middle of all those bushes. We are going to spray down. We're not totally broke right now. We try to hold on to spraying down if we don't really need it. But if there's any shot at all that we are in his area. Let's have him point medium. He's going to sneak up at least in its direction. And we're 80% camouflaged. Wouldn't this be nice if that was him? Nice if that was him just right next to it. It's not, because he would have busted us by now. He's one of the more difficult of his species. He's not super difficult, but he's one of the more difficult of his species in this area on this map. So, you know, he's... I'm going to try and multitask and get a little bit more tracking done. Yep. So he is headed back this way. That's kind of good. We're not having to cover a giant area of the map at least. This is the last trail that we've been on. That is like the latest edition of this ridiculous tracking. Yeah, whatever deer that is has no idea how to be a deer, because we should have been busted by now for sure. The fact that he's already sneaking makes me wonder how in the world we can't see him with this perfectly, like, inclined view we have right here. We should be able to see just about anything on this hill if we turn and look enough. And that is certainly not the case. But we'll just leave him be for now. We're gonna get back on this trail. I think this right here is the next part of the trail. And Hank can go ahead and heal. We're not really worried about that. That could be him. Who cares? We're far enough away right now. All right, 175 to 210 kilograms. So we're still on the right trail. He's doing a lot of this zigzagging stuff. But this trail is very old. We've been taking way too long. I've been stopping for way too many kills. Let's see if we can't continue a little bit of a... And he's there, and then he pooped, and then... How old is that poop? It's probably very old. Yep, I was about to say it's got to be very old. Give me the cone back. There we go. He is kind of looping back up here in that area where we just got you know. Do you hear that, guys? Chasing. There's a mountain lion over here. There's footsteps right over here. There's a mountain lion. There it is. There it is. There's a mountain lion. Yeah. We're being hunted. It's fleeing. Look at that.
Mountain lion, puma, cougar, whatever you want to call it, don't let your guard down around one. They usually try to make themselves scarce around humans, but I hear there's been a couple of sightings in the reserve recently.
Oh my goodness. Where's our latest? Here's our latest track right here. That was crazy. They are. So the thing is, I'll tell this story a million times over. I have absolutely ran into a mountain lion. There's another one. You hear it? That's not Hank. That's the mountain lion. I think. Oh, well. We're going to get back on the trail, guys. We're going to get back on the trail. That was crazy. I just didn't want to die in the middle of this trail. What's going on here? Why am I not getting any indicators of that thing audibly? Is the game audio too low? Y'all tell me, is the game audio too low? My only wonder is, why is it not giving me the call indicator where you can track and see what that call, like that? This mountain lion's just right up here growling. You know what they should have added in this game? They should have added that actual scream that mountain lions do. So I've only ever had two kind of occurrences of any kind with a mountain lion ever in my life out in the wild. And I've had one at a festival where I got to pet one as a child. Why in the world is that thing so loud without giving us any kind of actual indicator where it's at? Anyway, so I got laughed at the time I told the story about, and I'll say that every time. I got laughed at and made fun of for whenever I actually walked up on a mountain lion and on a trail in the middle of the night, and I turned my flashlight on, lifted my flashlight up, because I'd turn it off and we'd walk in the dark for a while, and turn it up, lift it back on, and I kid you not, I just turned my flashlight on, lifted it up, and right there on this fallen over tree was a freaking mountain lion right in front of us, like, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 feet, something like, maybe, standing on top of this standing on part of this, like falling over big old freaking giant tree thing. And when I told that story, I got made fun of it so much for it that I actually quit telling it for a long time. But the same person made fun of me for it said that they knew they were being stalked by a mountain lion because their hair stood up on the back of their neck one time. So anyway, yeah, I quit talking about that for a while, but it was terrifying, guys. I kid you not. Like my battery mating call from but yeah, my flashlight was dying. I kid you not. shine to that thing, instantaneously it jumps over to my right about like, it was instantly like, what, like 60 or 8, I don't even know. So it's dark, really hard to tell, but instantly just jumps way, it didn't jump 60 feet, I'm not saying that, but it jumped and quickly made its way very, very, very quickly and very quietly, you know, to out to our right, probably about 60 feet out, I don't know, maybe 80 feet, I don't know. It was, there's a warning call from a male mountain lion right in front of us. This is going to be something we will stop for potentially, guys. I do think we might stop for a male mountain lion. Let's see what... Okay, 36 to 38. Let's look at this real quick. So the game refers to them as both puma and mountain lion. Let's go ahead and we already are sprayed down. They have excellent sense of hearing, smell, and vision, so they are particularly difficult, but they're a class 5 animal. We can absolutely take them out if we get any sort of line of sight on them with this Maraude. That's what I love about the Maraude. It's very broad range, and even for its max class that you can ethically kill with it, it is very efficient. If you put down a moose with it, it'll put down a moose better than a 7mm, which can kill class 9 animals, and Maraude can only kill class 8, but it puts the moose down better. So go figure, right? Anyway. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's going to be 50 to 80. We're going to sight in for 50 and get ready to take our shot. That's a dead mountain lion. All right, so let's go ahead and mark our last trail. Or we already did. Let's run up here and trail our way up to it because it's on the way to the trail with the... There we go. That's going to be our first ever mountain lion, so we're obviously going to save it, you know, because we don't know what it's going to be, whether it's something great or whether it's not. It's our first ever mountain lion, so we're going to save it. Let me track this trail just past it real quick, or mark it so I know exactly where it's at, and let's see what we got here. Of course, it's a gold 37, so it just barely met gold standards. We're going to save the harvest. It's probably not worth saving, but we're going to save the harvest. Mountain lions are not, you know... the most just gimme animal in the world, right? So, I mean, might as well save it. This right here is kind of befuddling to me because there is clearly a trail over here, but this is the next step of this trail, and it's going all the way over here. This guy is zigzagging like I've never seen a deer zigzag. You know, it's really kind of weird. It's really kind of weird. There's a whole bunch of trail going the other way over there, so we're probably going to go over that way here pretty darn quick. But if we keep staying on it like this, where it's just making connections that we haven't made yet, then yeah, we're going to have to assume. We're going to have to assume that we need to. Oh, yep. Okay. God dang, guys, this guy is all over the place. Holy cow, this guy he's figure eighting in a giant area. And even in small areas, he zigzags a bunch and stuff. So it's just, he's super all over the place. God dang. We already got this trail up here. So we're missing a trail. We're going to go all the way back over there, guys. We are definitely going to go all the way back over there, and we are going to start following the trail the other direction, see if it peels off and stays peeled off from this giant mess. Look, literally, just absolutely everywhere. Craziest trail. But hey, we got a mountain lion on the way to get our diamond mule deer. ASCII Ridge is that one of the latest maps, isn't it? One of the ones that has like 28 fauna on it, something like that, something crazy. So all I saw of here was I was about to say, okay, all right. I was about to say a turd and another trail. I know that there is Very old droppings. Let's see where this one's going. That's going back. There's another one right here. See, this is the weird stuff right here. He's doing a bunch of weird stuff, guys. This mule deer does not want to be killed. But we're having fun along the way, figuring out how to get him. Here's the next part of the trail. Looks like he's cutting to the right up here, yep. That's a run. So, and all of the drop-ins are old, so he could still be very close because he's got his area, and some of them are not very far traveled. But let's see. All right, we got this one. Now we are making some kind of progress. So let's mark that. Grab that black bear zone while we're here and get back on the trail. We don't care about you, Black Bear, Mr. Black Bear. We don't care. We're looking for this mule deer that we've been tracking for 5 business days. Let's see here. This mule deer has this trail clearly going this direction somewhere. Why am I jumping? I feel like I'm in freaking Fortnite or something, just trying to get my mobility going a little quicker. We've got to find this deer, guys. We've been tracking this sucker way too faithfully, way too long to possibly not get him. So let's see where the next set of blueprints is. They're around here somewhere. All right. Where are the next blueprints? Please tell me. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Oh, I just now saw your chat. I'm sorry, Elliot. I missed that one. Yeah, it was absolutely terrifying. So my wife pulled out her 380 and we start walking backwards, and I kid you not, this really is what happened. There was no eye trick being played on it. It was absolutely really what was happening right in front of me. This thing, you know how you can see their eyes from a distance outside the flashlight. And yes, they absolutely, this was not a red light, this was not a green light, this is a normal flashlight, and you can absolutely see the color of their eyes based on if it's like a deer or not. You could very well clearly tell the difference between like a bobcat's eyes or, you know, like a deer's eyes and a mountain lion's eyes. These were big yellowish eyes staring at us. It instantly, as soon as I turned the flashlight on, jumped way over to the right and very instantaneously and quickly made its way just outside of the flashlight's visibility to our right side, and then turned and looked back at us. Here is the crazy and creepy part. This thing followed us from outside of the flashlight's visible area, but you could still see its eyes. And I kid you not, it followed us all the way back to within about, I don't know, like a few hundred feet of the parking lot or less. Like it stayed just outside of where you could possibly see it, you know, and followed us. Now, most of the time they do that out of curiosity, and people act like I don't know what I'm talking about because, you know, they have more experience out in the country or out in the woods. But thing is that, you know, it doesn't take somebody who's been growing up in the country their whole life also to like read about and learn about animals or to have experiences themselves. And so if y'all watch any videos on it, there's very much cat behavior, being very curious like that. They, you know, and here's the thing too, this exact trail, which it's a 14-mile walking trail actually through our entire town, which has giant wooded areas throughout it, right? Our city or whatever. Has big old wooded areas throughout our city. You can, on these trails, you can come across deer that are just so used to you that they'll sit there and actually just stare at you from like 80 feet away or 100 feet away. And even like, I've sat down on this trail, just sitting there thinking, just having a time, and look over and there's a doe with her fawn just right down the trail from me. And she's looking at me. She sees me. I'm not hiding myself. I'm not in camo. And she just watches me, and she even starts taking steps closer. For crying out loud. So these animals are all over the place. Well, this mountain lion has, I kid you not, it's killed a dog in one of the neighborhoods I used to live in. I used to live in a neighborhood. One of the names of it was Woodland, you know, and so I used to live in a neighborhood called Woodland. This dog, or this mountain lion, has killed a dog in that neighborhood, right in someone's backyard. Welcome back, Thiago. And also, this mountain lion has had the cops called on it for chasing a kid who was like biking or skateboarding. I'm pretty sure they said it was skateboarding. I don't know how in the world you could skateboard away from a mountain lion unless it was just trying to warn you. You know how mountain lions, when they know you, when they're trying to show you they're there and they're trying to get away, they'll like follow you, but they'll pack the ground and yell at you or hiss at you and just get super aggressive acting. Well, there's a kid who called the cops because he was skateboarding. It is a 14-mile paved trail through the woods. So this kid was on the phone saying, this mountain lion's chasing me. This mountain lion's chasing me. Band of views seller. Thank you very much, Thiago. Thank you, W moderator, W Thiago. All day. But yeah, so we can't find the next trail here, guys. This is the end of the trail for us so far. This mule deer has very clearly made his way out here. And I cannot for the life of me see the next blue trail. I must go perfectly straight, I guess, and look further to the left and further to the right. Maybe he somehow didn't turn at all. But we cannot find the rest of the trail, and we haven't found his need zone yet either. What in the world is the deal here, guys? Where could this guy have gone? We have kind of coned and grid searched the whole area. We can't find the next trail, the next track. But oh my gosh, so yeah, no, we're so here's the weird part. You see on my phone, right? You see on my phone, that 130 meter mark right there is the last track, and it's pointing perfectly this direction. You can see it on the top right of my phone, pointing right at me. I have been looking for it, and I have been looking the entire area around it for like 100 meter area around it. Cannot find the next track. This is the end of the trail. I think the dude despawned almost at this point. It's crazy. But we have gotten a mountain lion. We got a mountain lion in the process. We got yelled at by a female and then a male mountain lion, and we took our Maradi out and... Okay, wow. So I don't know how he got over here. This is... Hey, look at that. That's one of the other pronghorns that we shot. So let's go ahead and mark this trail right here. This is the Muley Trail still, see? 175 to 210. We're going to grab one of our pronghorn that we got. The only reason we left that pronghorn there was only because if we waited any longer, we risked losing the trail on the muley. So there we go. We're back on. I don't know where in the world he went, but his trail, dude, look at his trail. That is not consistent. But he's a diamond muley almost. He's like probably 80% chance he's a diamond muley. So we have yet to get any good muleys at all. So we are absolutely interested in this guy. I'm picking up every piece of his trail that I can. If I level up enough here, right here on the show in the process, I'm going to come back and I'm going to track him down with the track still here. See, look at this. Going this way. Anyway, so let's keep it going. I'm going to follow it back this way. He is a level 4. He is max weight level 4, but he is, so the bottom of his trophy rating is just a little ways into gold. Most of it is, whoa. Okay. Most of it is up into the diamond area. He's most likely diamond, but he could be just a very good gold. Either way, he is a PB on mule deer, and he has a good looking rack on him. So we're gonna absolutely take that. All right, let's get over here and get back on the trail. We have yet to, the real thing is even if we spook him 50 times or if it takes us 5 hours to find him, if he would just go to a need zone, we can find his need zone, we can set up camp somewhere nearby, go get a tent, whatever we got to do, and we can get ready to take him out, you know. Another sheep warning call or whatever. Yeah, Rocky Mountain. Bighorn sheep. Now, the thing is, those to my left, those are his trail as well, but, oh no, don't tell me. No! Oh no! There's no way! Oh my gosh, guys, I bet you with this pattern right here, that was him. I bet you. Oh my goodness, y'all. We just need him to show us his need zone. We just need him to show us his need zone. That's it, you know. And hopefully we're right about to find it. We are just right about to find his need zone here any second now. But the trail he's given us, guys, is one of the more zigzaggy, overlapping, inconsistent trails we have ever had to track. He has definitely been unbelievably inconsistent with where he's going, and he's walking all over his own trail, 2, 3, 4, 5 different directions. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at this. This is his trail. Look at that. Can you tell me where that's going? It's crazy. So anyway, let's see if we can. God, dang. All right. Let's see if we can go over here and find a need zone. So we're gonna mark that track right there. But 175 to 210 kilograms. That is, thank you, Elliot, for letting me know. Also, that is a max weight mule deer. So we're going to go over here. If we see the same trail, we got a warning call from 60 to 90 out from a mule deer. We're just going to sit down, Hank, get the heck down, bro, Chacho. We have his trail still marked. Guys. Oh, last night was difficult. We are downwind. We're laying down. We're not moving. We're not making noise. I don't know what his deal is, but we got to get to where we can see that thing. We're not even moving. We got to let him cool down for a little bit. If he's still hollering 2 times after we quit moving, 2 additional times, he's slowly cooling off. He's not very quickly cooling off. So we need to make sure we're going to get Hank to go point at him maybe as soon as Hank feels like getting up. Thank you. Let's see what we can do here. He's pointing, so he must be right on top of us. All right, we got that one right there, which is fine, but I'm much more interested in the dude. So, by golly, Hank, go find a different one. Attentive sneaking. Thank you very much, Hank. Not a very good one. We'll take him out while we're here. So the good one probably just busted us. I'm not going to lie, guys. The good one more than likely just busted us. Where is that? Okay, yeah, 20. That's way too sided in. That god dang tree. Oh, goodness gracious, Ignatius, guys. I really thought we could squeeze by the right side, but that tree, after I zoomed out, I saw that tree was definitely closer than what I thought it was. There's a good heart shot. We'll grab him while we're here, and we'll go back and look at our next trail. We'll grab our arrow, too, off the tree. See if we find it. That was actually in the tree. See, it's not in the arrow. That one was actually in the tree, but we'll take the arrow back. Thank you. Huh. I thought he was pointing at it. Like, hey, buddy, it's dead. You can stop. All right, so... $1,000, whatever. Let's go back, find our trail. We're going to keep going, guys. We're hunting stuff on the way, having fun. We're having a good time. I'm not worried about it. But if we kill like 20 animals on the way to this and then finally see that diamond mule deer sitting right in front of us, y'all know I'm going to be happy about it. You know that's going to be a good day. Thank you very much, Elliot. Thank you, thank you. The second shot, right? The second shot. God dang. All right, so... we got to figure out with the way he's given us this trail, we got to figure out where he's actually headed, you know, and I think he was the first one that spooked right there because he spooked way easier than any of the others. So I do think he actually was one of the ones that spooked over here. So I'm going to take a big circle around. I'm not going to get close enough where I get any of those trails I've already marked. That way I know if I see a new one, I know for sure that I'm dealing with him being new in this area. And what do you know? Look at that. Look at that. This right here is a new one. And sure enough, it's going this way. So I think that was potentially, it's not for sure, but I do think I think this was his trail where we just spooked him. He has yet to give us a need zone, y'all. He has yet to give us a need zone. So we either have a need zone for mule deer, which we don't in this area, or he has yet to actually recently use need zone, and that's just ridiculous to me. Really, it honestly is. The best thing is going to be if we can find poop. Best thing is going to be if we can find another piece of poop on this trail right now. The one. Oh wow, dude, look at that. But this was him. This was him. I should have marked it first, but I saw where it was. This is absolutely him. Heading this way, and at least this is kind of breaking the mold. We have one of our other pronghorn or mule deer right over here. Let's go grab that real quick. We did mark that. Yep. So we've killed over 10, 15 animals on the trail to this diamond muley. So we're not having some boring hunt in the process, but I would love to get that done. During the second half of the stream, I'll sit there and take the challenges out, and then we'll get up to our 40, 50K mark, which will be, 40, 50K in the last 24 hours. I'll gladly take that. That'll be a very successful Call of Wild Wednesday, guys. $50,000 and a diamond muley. Our first day hunting muleys. And we've hunted muley. We've killed like one or two before. We haven't killed very many, but see, he's constantly circling. You see that? He's going up this way. He's circling back. That's him. Oh, that's him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that guy. Look at him. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Did you see him? We are spooking. We just need his need zone. Did you see him, y'all? Did you see him? Oh my gosh. I play Rocket League on Saturdays on the themed stream of the day. So the themed stream of the day is always the first stream of the day. He's a big boy. He is absolutely a big boy. If we could just please find... That is him. We've been on a trail for him. I just need him to give us a need zone. That's all I need. I need him to give us a need zone, okay? Because he's busting us before... For how long we've been tracking him, it's very hard to spook him and then crawl, to go that slow or something. It's just ridiculous. So it's very hard for me to not spook him again. I am going to go ahead and head this direction where I saw him. I'm not going to... Critical position. It's not him. We know it's not him, but it's something. If we could just catch a break on where a need zone of his is, that's all we really need. All right, that's all we need is a need zone of his. If we could just catch a break on that. Yep, here it is. This is the direction we just saw him run off. I'm going to go ahead and go this way, guys. But before I do, I'm going to step over here real quick. God, there's no way he's spooking a second time that soon, is he? Guys, he has nowhere to go. He has nowhere to go. That's why he keeps going nowhere. He doesn't have a need zone here. He doesn't have a need zone here at all. That's why we keep having this happen. He doesn't evidently have a need zone here at all because he keeps moving 80, 100 feet away or meters, 80, 100 meters away and then spooking again. So I don't know what the deal is with this guy, but he don't have a need zone. He don't have a need zone around here. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's all up in this area. But we're gonna start. We already spooked him, so we're gonna run straight to where we last saw him. We're gonna find his freaking trail, and we're gonna get right back on him. We're catching up now. Finally, after we quit hunting other animals, he is absolutely crazy. You seeing this? He is absolutely crazy. Him and his company have no pattern. That's the thing. We've been tracking them, guys, for 2 hours almost, like hour and a half. And they have zigzagged this entire area. Now, hopefully, he picks a need zone and goes to it. That's what I'm really hoping for. I'm hoping he picks a need zone and goes to it. See, his chick friends are even, just going crazy right here. We'll take one out if they're just going to sit there like that. But he went up the hill. See what I'm saying? Like alarmed. We're running up to them for crying out loud. How are you alarmed instead of... You should die very soon. But this is his trail, I'm pretty sure, right here. Yep. She's going to die probably right next to us. I'm going to mark this before she does. See what I mean? That right there, guys, is a prime example of why he's giving us such a hard time. Did you see her running pattern? Did you see that? That is absolutely why we cannot find this diamond muley, but we're going to. This is going to be one of them hard work but big reward type of situations. He went up the hill, but we don't know which of these trails really is him, other than I know he didn't come back down the hill. So we're gonna go right here, and we're on his trail now. The good part is, guys, is with what we're gonna do now is we're very much gonna slow it down, because we needed to make up that gap, that gigantic first tracking session we did with no sighting of him that we just busted, that we just made the breakthrough on. That is because we stopped and killed literally like almost 10 animals within one or two different spots after spotting them. So we're done doing that. I don't care what we see. We have, in the process of hunting him down, probably made over $10,000 just in the process of hunting him down, just off of animals, no missions, no challenges, no nothing. Was that a warning call? No, I don't think so. But oh man, my neck is giving me a hard time with it too, but there's no way. There's just absolutely no way that we can let him go. You see this right here? See, these trails are stacked on top of each other because they can't move. You can't move in these hills. So we're going to have to figure out where the next one is. That's why we need that ability that gives you the ability to connect the dots, because then when they're overlapping like this, we'll never have to worry about this again. If I get anything besides that ability the next time I get the skill point for it, y'all freaking, I don't even know. I was trying to think of a consequence for it that somebody could impose on me from online. I don't think that's going to be great. I don't think that's actually going to be even optional. I deserve some kind of punishment if I don't get that tracking ability the very next time I get a skill point. That is going to have to be the very next thing I get. That is absolutely guaranteed to be the very next thing I get. So we're going to go over here. We're going to keep following his trail. And if we ever get lucky enough to finally level up to level 61 and get some sort of point, if that's where the next point is, then we are 1000%. If we get a skill point, we are 1000%. God dang it, where'd he go? What's he doing, guys? We're on a trail right here. See, he's going right back down. This was coming back up, I think, right? Yep. He's going right back down, but he just keeps running from us. He won't actually go to a need zone. What is his problem, yo? That's another mule deer fleeing. See, guys, they are stuck right here in this pattern of being stuck on these hills. They're stuck in these hills with no deed zones. So if we leave, if we quit tracking them, if we end the stream, come back. See that? See that? See that? How wild is that? How wild is that? So they can't make it to their need zone. We can't stop tracking them, or we'll never find them again. And they zigzag so gosh dang much, guys. There's absolutely no shot of just easily finding their trail. There's absolutely no shot of that, you know. Because their trail just keeps going in circles because they can't even move. What is this guy doing? Guys, this is the most difficult tracking animal I have ever had. This is absolutely taking the cake. This is the most difficult animal I have ever hunted. Now, I'm not saying it should be. I'm not saying that at all. Because it shouldn't. It shouldn't be this bad. There we go. Okay. I knew he didn't come back down the hill. Whoa, we're going to... What am I doing? Slow your roll, Mecha. Slow your roll. This guy is a big boy. He is a big boy. And he is absolutely... I believe he's a diamond. I think the rack max weight, the super high rating, I think he is going to crest that 312. Would you guys remember what his lowest number was? What was his lower number? It's like up to 337, I think, something like that. Was it 309? What was it? We're back on the correct trail. This guy is taking us for a ride, y'all. This guy is taking us for a ride, but he is running out of map to go to. I tell you what, 'cause look at this. Look at this. He went. There's a whole bunch of this right here. Never stopped at a single need zone. Took like an hour and a half of being right here, never going to a need zone. Then finally broke off right here after he managed to finally go up the hill. This is insane, y'all. This is absolutely insane. He's a big boy, and he's worth it since we're making money in the process. You know, we're not just sitting there doing nothing, but that's okay. That's okay. No worries at all. I think I might be able to go back and look possibly on good old tube. All I got to do is click back recently and see the last time I spotted him and see what it was. I'm gonna look back on it. I'm look back on it while I'm doing that. So his bottom number. Or I'm looking at it right now. Just gotta wait for it to actually pull up. Sorry guys, I'm finding his rating real quick. I'm backtracking on the stream to see what his rating was. $276, so he very well could be into the gold rating. 276 to 337. That's a pretty wide range. 276 to 337. That's so he very well could be gold, but he's a good gold if he is. He's a PB either way, and I don't care grade 1 diamond or bronze. If it's a PB, it's a PB. You know, we play this game for our enjoyment. If we have to compare it to anybody else's standards of when it's worth getting excited about, then we're not going to enjoy it. So we're just going to play this game the way we enjoy it. So he does have plenty of room to not be a diamond, but he could be a diamond, and that rack looks stupendous enough where I will take it. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a little bit closer after the next few times of tracking. As we keep making a straight path out of it, you know, we're going to assume eventually he got caught up again, and we're going to start telling Hank to either lay down or to species search, like search for that species, you know. Got a great wind direction though, so I mean, I'm super happy about it. Hey, Antonio, I'm gonna try and grind fallow deer. I have 17 discovered need zones and 8 good zones. Should I start shooting? So I will say that isn't. I have yet to get any sort of major fallow deer, but I mean, I'd say go for it. I'm very much. I love this game very much, and we've been playing it for years. I am not someone who does just endless grinds. That is not something that's ever been super my style, so please don't think that I'm necessarily the expert on that. I do know, you know, tidbits about the game and whatnot for sure, but that, my friend, I would say 17 discovered zones. I don't personally think I don't personally think that you have to wait a certain amount of time to start the grinding per se. But that's maybe the most foolish way to say it. I really do. I think personally, rather than discovering zones, if you're really going to do a grind, the best thing to do personally, and I'm not some big person who does a lot of grinds, so I might be completely wrong about this. I think the better thing to do is, regardless of how many zones you have, you need to learn the habits of that map and what map is best for that animal's grind. right? So I turn to good old Goggle. I Google stuff. And so me personally, I think obviously it's going to help you to do a grind the good old fashioned way, finding a bunch of need zones. But either way, for me, I think if I'm doing a grind, well, hey, Moonlight, welcome. Elliot, thank you so much for helping helping with that, though. Because like I said, I'm not the grind expert, guys. I'm not. We play this game just for the enjoyment of it. Now, we got some okay trophies, you know, but not really anything super crazy. We really just love spending time in the game. So don't be afraid to disagree with me, but yeah, me personally, if I'm going to grind something, I'm going to buy the best map for it, for sure. I'm going to buy the absolute best map for it. I'm going to learn those animals' habits, and I'm going to start I'm going to start grinding away at each group as I go. I don't wait to discover the new zone. I really don't, because the process of it, I think it just kind of works for itself. I guess a good example of that would be like, so feral pigs, there is no great one, right? But if I was going to grind out the best feral pig I could, right, then what I would do is kind of what I did the other day is I would do a little thing where I focus on where they at on which map, you know, and I'm going to focus more on habits and time of day and geographical location than just waiting to get enough zones. That's me. I'm just going to do that for me personally. I think it's way too difficult to sit there and have to either wipe each zone or go back and check each zone that you've already gotten the best male from for every single species. I don't think that, me personally, that's how I would do it, but... Okay, well, what do I play? Oh, that's to them. Moonlight, thank you so much for joining us, guys. We got the whole crew here today. We have a really nice gold, potentially diamond muley that has been giving us the runaround for a long time. Like, his trail has been twice this, guys. We've been tracking him so long, the back end of his trail has actually disappeared. Back end of his trail has actually disappeared, I kid you not. But he has been stuck doing circles in the woods like this so much that he has not gotten to a single need zone in an hour and a half to almost 2 hours of running around. He has not gone to a single need zone. That's how stuck he's been on this hill. Mountain goat, we're not worried about no mountain goat. So he's doing this stuff here too, guys, where he goes all in a big circle in one area because he can't actually move. Something about the, I don't know what to call that, topography. I don't know. It's like something about the lay of the land, guys, has this mule deer going absolutely nowhere fast. He has been, I kid you not, we spooked him earlier and he made his way across the street and was stuck in that area for so long that he actually spooked a second time without making it to another need zone. He has yet to make it to a single need zone after all of this. It's crazy. Thank you very much, Elliot, for being so awesome. Antonio, Mechanic just followed. Thank you very much for the follow, Antonio. Hey, Antonio, just so you know, also, we are building a community. If you want to hang out with us in the future, in a couple months, we're going to be doing our own little events if we can. But yeah, we got Discord. We got the Discord invite to our streams Discord pinned to the top of the chat. You don't have to join if you don't want to. I'm not one of them people who's going to be like, hey, help us out. Please join us. You know, I mean, we're just hanging out and we're having fun. We're really just enjoying games like we're supposed to do. But if you want to be a part of the channel, hang out, talk, you know, and get to know people. We also have a category in the Discord for 2 voice chats so you can talk to each other if you want to hang out with other people while you play, as well as a trophy clips and picks channel. We're going to be making more channels for that particular games category soon, but it is there if you want it. In the next couple months, guys, like I've said earlier, we are going to be coming out with community events for Call of the Wild. It's going to be really awesome. They are not going to be, at first, at least for a good while, they're not going to be trophy hunting events. They're going to be events where you get points, you accumulate points for basically doing whatever that event is supposed to be, right? Like finding need zones or killing, you know, certain types of animals. And then what's going to go on is for every, so like 10 points you get, you're going to get 1 more entry into a raffle for a prize. That's going to be starting up in the next, like this summer's when we plan on starting to do a bunch of that type of stuff. And so, yeah, finally going to have some live community going on not only with the stream, but most importantly with Call of the Wild, which we're super excited about. Call of the Wild is an awesome game. We love it to death. I will say I've reached out to the developers. They are very well aware of, in case you guys aren't, they're very well aware of kind of the I don't want to say pressure. It's not pressure. The presence type of glitch that they got going on in multiplayer, where animals will bust you from 150 out while sitting in a tripod. Right? It's weird. We hate it. We don't like it. But they're aware of it. I've reached out to them. They've gotten back to me very nicely, and I've talked about how they know about that glitch. They're working on it. So for the first community event, my biggest trophy, I got a diamond Bengal tiger. You know, I don't really do a whole lot of grinding. Like I said, I play this game for the real enjoyment of it. This is a game that me and my wife play together, me and Mrs. Mecha, as well as me and my 8-year-old. You know, stuff like that. So, you know, this for me is not. This for me isn't really super. You couldn't really call it competitive, but not even particularly grindy. I really love doing this because I started hunting a couple years ago. I had a spinal surgery. I have a spinal condition in my cervical spine from a cage fight, right? And so I made my debut in cage fighting. I was really excited about it. I wanted to learn to be a good fighter. I started training like twice a day, 6 days a week. I ruined my spine in my debut fight, right? So then getting outdoors and hunting became really difficult for me. We've had a double artificial disc replacement just this last August. We're still seeing another neurologist for revision surgery and whatnot. So this, for me, guys, this is very much enjoying the outdoors without having to physically, you know, hurt or be outside, because it hurts me a little bit to get around too much. It's not always going to, but it does at the moment. So that's why I don't get super grindy about it, because this is my version of, I guess, relaxation. You know, this is my version of getting to go out and do a relaxing hobby. And so, but we enjoy streaming it. We enjoy hanging out with you awesome people. I have a matte multi-mount of a gold bear singer, not a very good one, but it's just a bear singer with my diamond Bengal tiger. I have, you know, several diamonds and then just a whole bunch of golds just at the Saseka Trophy Lodge. Let's see here. How long are you going to stay live? So I'm going to stay live till I get this freaking mule deer. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what it takes, guys. I don't care if I have to take 5-minute breaks every half hour if my neck and wrist are getting to hurt too much. You know, I don't care if we have to do that. We're getting this mule deer. I might, you know, hey, look at that. That is a mating call, guys, from a mule deer that is in the exact direction of this guy. And he should be, I tell you what, he should be the last male of his group, guys. So this right here is probably going to be it. After 2 hours of tracking this deer, we've gotten a cougar, we've gotten pronghorn, we've gotten like probably 15, 20 animals that we've killed with a bow and stuff in the process. Well, God bless you, man. Antonio. All right, let's see here. What's your biggest trophy, mechanic? Well, I appreciate that. I thought you were saying, well, God bless you for like your bad trophies or something. I was like, well, thanks. I appreciate it. You know, just kidding. But no, I mean, I hope that's not what you meant. I'm teasing. I know that's not what you meant. But yeah, man, we're just enjoying the game. And lay down, buddy. Lay down like I told you to the first time. I tell you what. He's sitting. Okay, whoa. That's a mating call. We're going to spray back down. But we are, guys, we are interested in getting great ones soon. We've just never really been that type of, you know, person with the game, because we only play a couple hours at a time. And we are a variety channel, so I do stream several games that are all themed and whatnot. But we're going to have him point the species. We're going to be very, very, very methodical and careful and slow about any of this. We have not gotten a single need zone in 2 hours of tracking the same animal. He has not even made it to a need zone, for crying out loud. So this has been absolutely insane to me. The fact that his trail, well, he left. Oh, he was saying, well, God bless you and heading out. Okay. My user is Phase Yuki's. How long are you going to stay live? Well, I will try. I'm almost never on Discord, but I will try. What's your biggest trophy? I answered that. I feel like I know. What's yours? Oh, he was talking to Antonio, I think. No, he was talking to Mecca. He was talking. Okay, all right. Hey, Pickle Bread, what's going on here? Welcome, guys. Welcome. We are in the process of tracking down a muley. It might not be some record-breaking muley. It's a 276 to 337 or 339, something like that. But he has been giving us a slip for so long, he's going to die. He's going to die one way or another. He should be right in front of us here now. Here pretty soon. What I want to do is I'm going to place a call, guys, if I can get him to come to this call. But he has done this. His trail has actually disappeared. He had twice this much trail all throughout this area. His trail went all the way back to here where we shot like 10 animals with a bow, right? And so he's gone here. Oop! That's a mating call. But we've been tracking this big old muley for so long. Hey, he's also hunting mule deer. Good job. That is the right thing to be hunting right now, evidently, because it is, I've never hunted them before. I don't know why I said good job like that, but I'm just so pumped up that someone else is on the same freaking thing. These animals should not be very hard, but this one's giving me a slip like crazy. He is just going around everywhere except where I want him to. We do have nighttime hunting gear, so we will absolutely, okay, that's the last bit of his trail that we found, so we'll mark that a little bit closer if we can. But yeah, he has not gone to a, we lost their scent, okay. He has not gone to a single need zone. In 2 hours, he's been going for so long, his trail is disappearing. And he is still yet to make it to a single need zone. That's how long we've been tracking this same dude. And the only thing that's really getting us is his freaking, like, the topography or whatever. He's getting stuck in places where he doesn't... We don't care about you, you mountain goat. We care about our muley over here. So he just keeps getting stuck in places where he can't move, and he keeps going in circles. The tracks keep going in circles, and he also just cannot get to a need zone. So... that's why it's doing this. He keeps getting stuck somewhere 100 meters over there, and then we track him for a little bit and spook him again because he's just barely calmed down where he's no longer fleeing. And he spooks a second time, for crying out loud. We got a good wind direction, though, and we know we're on the right trail. We're going to get him. I'm nervous. I'm going to start my first grind in a couple hours. There you go. I'm 680 kills in a mule deer. I have just started. Wow. I've just started hunting mule deer today, kind of. I've killed like a couple of them because I just started playing Silver Ridge. I've just started playing Silver Ridge very recently. Like, I bought it a couple months ago at least, but only hopped on it like once with the wife, and then we haven't played it since. Then we hopped back on, and we've been playing it for about a week, a little over a week now, I think. Something like that, a week and a half. All right, guys, we are going to be switching to nighttime gear now. We've officially tracked this guy all the way into the oblivion of night. Yeah, I was about to say, that's not no mule deer. But what have we gotten, guys? Have we killed probably close to 20 animals in the process of tracking this one deer? We're definitely not sitting there not getting deer and not getting pronghorn and not getting cougars and everything, but it's been crazy. It's been, I thought we could fit through there. We need to eat less Doritos, evidently. All right. Did he already come all the way back this way? Well, certainly he didn't come all the way back that way. He could have, because the wind direction. But let's figure this out real quick. If these are all going backward, he might be... Nope. We're fine. We're still fine. I think we're going to do just fine. I really do. I'm going to keep having him search the species, so I have a little bit of a heads up whenever I'm getting closer. But he keeps doing that crap. You see how it goes backwards and then boom and then zigzags? He is zigzagging like I ain't never seen an animal zigzag. And this is that we're going to get him one day. We are going to get this deer. We can see the general direction that his trail hopefully keeps going, but honestly, there's a very big likelihood that he turned around and followed. There's a very big chance right now he turned around and followed his trail coming back the exact same way that he came. I'm hoping that's not the case. But we see front, back, front, back. So either he's zigzagging or he went down and went back. Just found T-zones, 2 zones like 4 seconds. There you go. You're grinding mule deer. All right, all right. Is that a mule deer right there? Nope, that's still that mountain goat. Try and keep hake the cow. try and keep Hank the cow dog happy. Yo, dude, I have to hop off. I'm going to eat. See you next stream. All right, Thiago, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you on the next one, my brother. Thank you for being awesome. Guys, this stream is actually turning into our real stream. I'm loving it. We're a new channel. We just started streaming in December. We hit affiliate in January or February, and I made a deal with everybody where if I hit affiliate, we're going to use our tax return if we had to, and get a whole professional grade type setup for, or at least semi-professional grade type setup for streaming. And by golly, guys, we did. We got a gaming computer. First one broke. We had to get a second gaming computer. We got a green screen. We got a microphone. We got webcam. We got a like wash lights to go on the green screen. You got another light up here that stands up and looks at my face if I need it. You know, I don't turn it on for hunting because it makes it look too bright for nighttime. But we got all sorts of stuff, you know, and we've got a chair with my. I've had this before for a long time because my neck was so messed up. I have to sit back and look up at a screen that's held up on a bar, like on an arm thing. So we got all that and more, and we got a second monitor, and we hit affiliate, and we've been working our butts off as much as we can. And guess what, guys? Call of the Wild is where it's at. Call of the Wild is where we are finding our niche, you know, our bread and butter. We are always going to be a variety channel, but Call of the Wild's turning into it, man. That's turning into our main squeeze. And I'm very happy about it, guys. I've been treated well by Call of the Wild. Even when I reached out to their support, they responded so well back to me. The people are awesome. I'm enjoying it very thoroughly, and I love getting to go outside virtually, you know, and get the closest thing to a fresher breath air. It's not like I can't ever go outside, guys, but the more I'm sitting up, the more my spine starts to cause pain in the body. And so, very happy to be able to sit here and, you know, I got my braces, I got my plug-in heat, I got you're about to see me go get one of my ice packs that my wife got me that sits over my shoulders, and honestly, guys, I'm just spoiled. I'm so spoiled, you know, but I'm taken well care of. I'm blessed and I'm happy about it. I have 24 need zones now. Gotcha. Guys, when we do finally start grinding, it's going to be a heck of a grind. Gonna be a heck of a grind. Pickle bread, is this your first time? Is this your first time? You said I'm new here. Yep. I just feel like I've seen your name. I just feel like I've seen your name for some reason, and I know I haven't. I know you told me you're new here, but for whatever reason, man, I'm being honest. I don't know if I ran into you on the game or something. I don't know, but all right. So check out how thin and long this cone is. We got no species being detected by Hank. Very, very big chance that we are a long ways away from this deer now. Thank you, Stream Elements. All right, bro, all those zones are so close together. Will they flee if I shoot anything? Well, that depends. Yeah, they might. They very well might. I would, if I'm going to do something, if I have the option, I'm a bow hunt. If I'm a grind something, which you guys have heard me say, I haven't really done much or any grinding really, but if I was going to do it, I'm going to set up tents about 400 meters out of where all their area is. I'm going to set up mini tents. Okay. Guys, oh, it's a mountain goat. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up plenty of tents. So if any of this helps, lots of tents, tripods. You can change times if you do spook anything. But also there is the option of bow hunting. If you're early on in your grind and you're trying to take out a lot of the good ones that aren't quite there to get a respawn for one of those great ones, or if you're grinding a diamond, you know, I know people do that. I would look into making sure that you have almost like a circle of tents, or, you know, opposing directional tents on wherever their need zones are. So like for feral pig, for example, that's one of the recent ones I've done. Now, I know the habits of other animals, or I have at least. I forget things very easily, but For feral pig, this is a good example. They always drink in the same spots at the same times and all that jazz, right? So if I was to do something like that, if I was trying to get like my best feral pig, I would set up tents on the south, north, east, and west side periodically, maybe in a grid, you know, alongside the river. And I would hunt that from 0 to 3 on solo player. Multiplayer is broken right now for the pressure. You'll get busted. So lots of tents. No matter what you're doing, lots of tents. All right, so
Bagging a Rocky Mountain goat is a challenge even for experienced hunters. Like bighorn sheep,
don't be a mule
they
deer
tend
fleeing.
to stick to mountain faces above the timberline where they're difficult to pick off. Try scouting them when they graze the meadows during the daytime.
Where's the... You're kidding me. Guys, his trail just disappeared. You see, we marked his trail right here. His trail's gone. Guys, his trail is gone. We just marked it. His trail completely disappeared. Guys. Guys. Did you see that? The whole trail disappeared. The whole trail at once. What? What? That trail should disappear part by part after about 2 hours. But that trail, that was his last step, was right here. Look, we marked it. His whole trail's gone. The game just took away his whole trail. We've been tracking him for 2 hours. Oh my God, we never even got a need zone. We never even got his need zone for 2 hours. For 2 hours. The game glitched. The game glitched out, guys. Whenever that dude narrated the mountain goat stuff, oh, for even experienced hunters, it's a challenge to get mountain goats. That it somehow glitched out. And look, his entire trail, all the way from here to here, that he's been zigzagging and zigzagging and zigzagging, going around and around and around and around, and then all the way over here. We've been tracking him for over 2 hours. And his trail right here, which we just marked, the whole trail, look, the whole trail's gone. I'm going to look and see if I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Nope, that's mountain goat. Wow, guys, it deleted his trail. Oh my God, guys, we have been legitimately hunting this guy down. Oh my gosh. The game just glitched out and deleted his entire trail that we've been tracking for over 2 hours. And guys, this is how you know this is also a little bit of baloney. We've been tracking one mule deer for the entire stream. He has not gone to one need zone. How? How? He was a really good one. Now, not something like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But no, he was good. Wow, guys, this is insane. All right, we're going to go over here and look at what these are. I can't, guys, it deleted his trail. We've been tracking one animal for 2 hours, and the game deleted his entire trail. We just got done spotting it. The whole trail disappeared. That's insane. That is so crazy, guys. All right. Guys, what we're going to do... Wow, I can't believe that happened. I cannot believe that happened. Holy cow. All right, guys. What we are going to do... Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh, guys. We tracked him for over 2 hours. Tracked him for over 2 hours. Now, we've had a heck of a day. We've killed, like, over 20 animals in the last couple hours streaming. We got our first mountain lion. We've never hunted mountain lion, and we got a mountain lion. We made some money. We haven't got, we made a good, what, 15, 20 grand, something like that without even doing the challenges. We still have the challenges yet to do. We got another 12 grand coming up for getting only, I kid you not, we have to get 5 deer only for the weekly challenge for 12 grand plus the cost of the deer. So that's going to be somewhere around $15,000+ for that. But I can't believe that, guys. I'm floored right now. Normally, I laugh it all off, but when you've been looking for the same animal for 2 hours and the whole trail disappears because the game narrates something to you about a goat. Guys, I am absolutely just throttled right now about that. We didn't get one of his need zones. We don't have his need zone. He didn't stop at a single need zone for 2 hours. Then after 2 hours of running around, he just disappears, and so does his trail. It's crazy. Got a bunch of goats right in front of us. We might take one. I don't know. They're going to be running so fast, I really don't want to take some bad shot at them and then do some more tracking. Because what we're going to do, guys, is we are absolutely going to, first of all, get our neck brace back on. We need some ice. That's why every time I put it on, I take it off. The heat from it starts to hurt. Not wearing it makes it painful not to wear because I can't hold my head up. Mountain lion warning call. All right, we might stop for a mountain lion before we call it. I don't know. It's not going to be some super good mountain lion, but then again, if you get a male and a female, you can do a mat multi-mount. So we will probably take the mountain lion, and it is a callable species, so I'm pretty sure it is. We should be able to use like a distress caller for it, right? All right, we're gonna go over here. We're going to take our time. We're going to get ready to take out this mountain lion. Let me get the right size of buckshot in here in case I do want to take a really close shot. Probably going to go to this tree right here and wait for it. We're going to chill. I'm gonna chillax a little bit, guys. Take out this mountain lion. Get these 2 stands or whatever they are right up here. And I'm gonna tell Hank to go search large for a second so he gets out of the way, and then we're gonna tell him to lay down. Hopefully that mountain lion makes his way down here. It could take him a fat minute to do so, but that's all right. Guys, I can't believe that. You can see we've never even played this map very much. You can see this map's very new to us. We tracked it all the way through this area that we've never discovered before. We haven't even gotten the lookout yet for it. It's all just gone. That's wild to me. Hank, get a move on, bro. Chacho, start moving somewhere. What are you doing? He's searching large, but he's not going nowhere. He's supposed to search a large area for large game, and he's standing still. All right, maybe if you point medium, you'll go somewhere. Sneaking. What medium game is there's to sneak on? Let's get the mountain lion, also known as a puma, up here. Class 5, so he absolutely can spot a mountain lion for us, which is wild to me. In real life, I would absolutely never in a million years let a dog be involved with mountain lion hunting if I cared about that dog. No, then again, I don't hunt mountain lion, I never would. I guess if they're trained, you know, then it's not as big a deal. If you're out there to kill the animal, it's a whole nother mindset than just being afraid of them. We're going to tell him to lay down. Hopefully that mountain lion makes its way down here, but it's going to take him 5 business days to get up there to that hill of that mountain lion. And we don't want the mountain lion to get nervous because Hank is pointing at it. Hank does make him nervous. Yes, the odds of them spooking because of a dog are much lower than from a person, but they do add some sort of anxiety to the animal for sure, like the majority of the time. Let me make sure the Maraude has the right scope on it. I don't have the right scope for the Maraude. Okay. All right. Yeah, guys, we are going to absolutely grab us one more animal, get the stands, and call that. Honey, I've been tracking a really top-tier gold or diamond mule deer for this entire stream for over 2 hours. And then the entire trail got deleted in a glitch. Whenever I spotted a new mountain goat, like a new species, and he said, "Oh, that's a mountain goat. Even experienced hunters have a hard time bagging one of these, blah, blah, blah." It deleted the entire trail. You can come look at my map. Come look at my map. Check it out. The map hasn't even turned light yet because I haven't gotten the lookout, so you can see how far I've been tracking it for 2 hours. I spent the whole stream tracking this one animal. It never went to a need zone one time. Yeah, she was just shocked. So we have no idea where it is, how to get to it again. We have no idea where it goes. For 2 hours, it spooked like 10 times. Never went to a need zone once. Got stuck on hills and stuff and just kept spooking. And for 2 hours, went all over here and then all the way out to here. And then when I spotted that mountain goat and the narrator kicked in, that's whenever yep, it just glitched out, deleted a whole 2 hour trail.
That's crap.
Yeah, it's crazy. Are you doing okay?
Yeah. How many points Cadence got today?
Really?
Honey, she ran to school excited this morning.
Why? The bed? What? What? Tell me. You took her to go get donuts this morning? All right, guys. My daughter, we have cracked the code for my youngest daughter, figuring out exactly how to make her the perfect student. So, y'all. Wow. Hey, honey, we got mountain goat coming down here now.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so let's go ahead and get us a mountain goat, I guess.
Did you get our package already?
Yeah, it's right there next to you. Right chair right next to you, you know? Right chair in that spot right there. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. That's another mountain goat, isn't it? Yep. There it goes. That's a good one. That one's going to die right there too, yep. All right, guys. I don't know if the mountain lion's going to show its face, but we got a handful of goats to get, and then we're going to probably call that. So let's go ahead and do that. I know we got a mountain lion nearby, but who cares? We've been just, my neck is shot. My neck is absolutely shot. So 64.99. We're going to wait to pick these close ones up until we see what the best of them are. And then we always save the best, the PB, no matter what, no matter how good, no matter how bad, we save our PBs as we go. 76.95 on the male. This one's a good one, though. This one's a good one. So, guys, oh my gosh. Just out of the blue. A diamond. This is the first time we've even seen mountain goat. We've shot like 5 of them in the last like 2 minutes, just right next to each other with a bow. We just get a diamond right out the back. Are you serious? Look at this. Let me put mountain goat. Let me put mountain goat up on the screen. Honey, we got another diamond. Look at that. 107.67. That's 113.60. There is no great one. So that's the best type you can get. Holy cow, guys, we just got a diamond for no good reason at all. That's crazy. Guys, that's our first time even seeing. Well, check out the map. Check out the map. Before I pick them up, check out the map. It's our first time even making our way out here on this map that we've barely ever even been on. And we just sit here, shoot a bunch of mountain goat out of the blue to end the stream because a mule deer got away from us after 2 hours of tracking, and boom. That's some good karma right there. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're absolutely going to taxidermize that for 4,500. I said we weren't going to spend no money. We're 113.60. Holy crap. 113.60. That is insane. All right, mountain goat. Here we go. Let me type that in on our thing. Mountain goat. 113.60. That's absolutely crazy. Male 113.60. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's insane. That is the most insane thing. All right, 113.60 on the male. Female, let me grab this one real quick. All right, female. We're gonna keep our best female and save her. We're not gonna taxidermize her right off the bat, or I don't know. Who knows? Mountain goat aren't some sort of thing that I'm like amazingly enthralled with. Mountain goat mating call. That's crazy. That's the first time we've even seen that animal. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow. And we got at least one more to get too. And we made enough money right there from shooting all those mountain goats to pay for the mountain goat that we just taxidermized. So we still have more to get, for crying out loud. There's a blood trail right here that we're on, and it should be cooked. And the funny thing is with the bow too, there's low pressure still. We killed 4 or 5 of them. There's low pressure. Can you believe that, Elliot? That's insane. We will absolutely finish up by getting whatever these are before we head out, because I don't think either one's a house, but I'm hoping one is, like an outpost. I always say house just because I see a freaking house on the screen. But we're going to grab this last thing right here. We made our way up to about $36,000, $37,000 with these mountain goats after paying $4,500 for our diamond mountain goat that we got. So I'm very happy about that. And this stream has definitely gone well over the time that it's supposed to, but that's all right too. Who's blowing at us? If that's a mule deer. If that's a mule deer, yeah, that's insane. Finally, you were here. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We've been getting diamonds. We've been getting some diamonds lately. We don't got a massive amount of them, but you know, we got some. And thankfully, we got you here for one. I'm super happy. You've been a great supporter of the channel, and it makes me amazingly happy that we are here to get a diamond with you. That is super fun. We got a decent amount of mounts up at our trophy lodge. You want to see our trophy lodge real quick? We haven't really I'll briefly show you some of the trophies. We don't got like a massive amount of awesome ones, but we'll see. We'll see about it. The screen is messed up because I've been here for so long. Oh my gosh. Well, I appreciate you hanging out with us. We do have part 2 coming up. Obviously, we have part 2 coming up. We do 2 streams a day because we can't do 6 straight hours of sitting up. We just have a hard time with that. If we do, it's extremely painful, and I have to like have a lot of laying back and heating ice and support and stuff. So we do multiple streams a day. I'm gonna go ice my neck after this is over, and we're gonna get the kiddos, and we're gonna get ready for the second stream, which is in 3 hours. Warning call from a mountain lion. It would be nice to grab her, but we're running out of time. We are definitely running out of time. This southwest to like southern part of the map evidently is where the mountain lion are. Also, I've said this a million times, guys. We are not only coming out with live overlays for every single animal like this that you'll see live on the screen when we're hunting, but we're also coming out with an electronic book. We can't make it a physical copy, but hold on. The narrow gauge funicular railway here dates from the turn of the 20th century. It was originally used to transport materials up to the settlements of the top of the mountain, but quickly became a popular tourist attraction. These days, it's been repurposed as a formidable hiking trail, boasting a steep incline and some great views of the surrounding scenery. So, we are going to be making a pretty comprehensive and exhaustive, like PDF kind of book type thing, you know, for me to use that I'm also going to either sell or give away for free. I don't know, for people. That's going to be very, very exhaustive of how to hunt and other details in the game. And so it's got all generated images. None of them are copyrighted, all that stuff. We're going to be completely well within our, you know, ability to make it work out in a way that's beneficial to people and not, you know, but still not stepping on any toes, but still helping people to hunt. So super excited about that. Let me grab this other, or let's see what this other thing is while we're over here. And it's probably going to be mostly it for us until we come back in a few hours for the second stream. But yeah, the book is going to have every single animal, a picture of it, every single map they're on, where to find them, and when to find them on the map. That's the most important information that's not really on the game per se without going out there and looking yourself. And even if you do find all that out, it's impossible to remember it all. So we're taking notes, we're making pictures and overlays, and it's going to have like basically where, gold, diamond, silver, all that stuff is. Great one. For the book, we probably will say, we're not really going to do any information that's not super pertinent. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good tool to have for hunting. Community stuff coming up in the next 2 or 3, 1 or 2, 3 months as we just keep building the channel. A lot of great stuff coming up for the Call of the Wild stream. Oh my gosh. You think we can make it down here alive? I'm a mountain goat. Anyway. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. Okay. Yep. That's the end of the stream. Okay. All right, Elliot, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. A lot of great things coming up just week by week. It just takes us some time to produce it and make things and whatnot, but a lot of great things coming up. I will see you, good sir, and anybody and everybody else, if I see y'all, later for part 2 of Call of the Wild Wednesday today, 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern, 10 Mountain, and 11 Mountain and 10 Pacific. So I am actually ending right now. Yep, I'm ending right now, and I will be back on in just about exactly 3 hours, 3 hours and 2 minutes. So I will catch you, good sir. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will catch you and anyone else for part 2. You too. Thank you very much, Elliot. And yeah, we'll see you guys here in a while. Until then, have a good one.